Hey, what's poppin', guys? My name's Nexus, and we're back with another live stream. If you don't know who I am, then I think you're missing out because we live stream every single day. And if you don't want to miss one of these epic live streams, then just don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications because we do stream every single day. Also, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to leave a like because it really helps us out. Okay? That dude right there, Sphinx, he's my boy.
What up?
And me and him stream every single day, okay? First like, hey, remember me? Donovan, of course I remember you. Yo, Dad, John Parks. Yo, why are the GTA videos so much more loved, bro?
Instantly?
Instantly.
Helvete.
I have mods coming in that weren't in the previous stream. Yo, see, we got Connor, Pineapple, Matthew. I'm on PC, my boy. I shared this on Facebook and Twitter. Yo, you're already sharing this? Like I said, if you guys haven't, shared this on Twitter, Instagram, Bumble, Tinder, MySpace. People still use MySpace, right?
What up, Doom Gaming? MySpace, yeah.
Yeah, people still use them. Use it.
Then.
I think. Yo, do you think Facebook still... not Facebook. MySpace still makes money?
I think so, or else they probably wouldn't exist.
Exactly.
Oh, crap.
Like, why haven't they shut down the server yet? That's what I'm thinking about, you know? Like, they must still be doing something.
Yeah.
Something. Alright, guys. This stream is lit. Edward Potter, my man.
What up, UV?
Slow mode? I can do slow mode. Don't worry, don't worry.
Edward related to the classic Harry.
Edward Potter.
Edward Porter.
Alright, sup? It's been long. I'm just saying, I did have another stream that, I'm just saying you guys probably got notifications to. And, I'm just saying, it was just lit as GTA. Well, for some reason, you guys don't like streams that aren't GTA. That's what I've been noticing. You down to start off with a few racist things?
Yeah.
Dope.
I was gonna customize my character. What up, yo, Dad?
Sucks.
But do it. Let me bank all that.
See, we got Yodad here. Yodad didn't want to show up to the Left 4 Dead stream. John Parks was there, and John Parks said it was lit, which I appreciate. Let me make sure I got all my tabs open.
You don't got to, UV. You don't got to.
Yeah, UV, you don't have to, for real. UV,
Oh.
for real, my boy.
Yeah, you don't have to, like, Maxin Boom. What up?
Yo, come man, I appreciate the love, my boy. Shout out to King Kong 123 Kong. Jets versus Runners, definitely. Top fun, right? That's what you're talking about. Maze Gamer facing my 1 trillion subscribers. Akuya Pyro, I always appreciate the love from you. I really, really do.
Moon, I will when I can. Hey, what up, Edward Potter? Hey, Sphinx, I was joking about my last name. Wow, such a classic. Nice, Edward.
Who?
Edward Potter. I am always joking about his heritage, and his
Dang, bro.
and his relation to, the infamous Harry. So, man.
But he's not real.
Really?
Who liked that little trick right there? Yeah, he's not real. Can you believe it?
Dave, really? You can't see me online. I don't know why.
What?
Dave can't see me online. For some reason, it still says that I'm offline.
I can't see you online.
You can?
I can't.
Why?
I told you. You probably turned yourself to like offline or something.
I mean, I don't.
Hey, Nicholas, I appreciate that you were at the Left 4 Dead stream. Thank you. Shout out to Bullet. If you guys like, Left 4 Dead 2 or 1, because we did play a Left 4 Dead 1 map, and you guys want to have that nostalgia back, go check out my last stream. It's short, it's not a long one, and it's dope. It's some good, remnants of the past. Yo, Caleb, I love you. Daniel, I love you. When do the new cars come out? I believe. They said Tuesday.
They said Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Nice, troll
You're
gangsters.
playing on PC, right? Yes, I am, my boy. Yes, I am. Yo, Dad, I understand. And thank you, Ben. I appreciate that you were there. We only had like what, 30 people there? I only had 30. Like 30 max.
30 max.
Yo, this race, I'm not good at.
Yeah.
I can't win.
Whenever motorcycles are like involved, it gets hella like crazy hard.
I know. For some reason I can't win. What's the name of that motorcycle? Hikachu Drag. This is, I believe, the fastest bike in the game, other than the Oppressor, obviously.
Helvete, I just got dirtied off.
Right?
No, some guy like some guy like smashed me against the wall.
How do you live stream games? All you gotta do is have a PC, decent upload speeds, and download OBS, and you can live stream whatever you want.
Damn it. Yeah, I'd lost.
You lost?
Yeah.
Restart your game. The Carson 97 max. I don't believe you.
Yeah, I know it's Tuesday already.
Zach Walker, what is your question? I'm sorry that I didn't see it. Wiggling.
Dave, I'll invite you when I can, son.
Wiggling. Wiggling's trying to troll me hardcore right now.
Why?
He's just being a dirty racer right now. He doesn't know who he's messing with, boy.
I don't even have to worry about 30 racers.
Zach, they come out to all new gen, so not 360 and not PS3. Face bro, that's what's up, my boy. Elias, what's up?
What up, Max is the King OG and Robust Gaming.
Hey, that's me. I'm the King OG. Alright, hey, I finished the first lap at first.
Yeah.
Your friend is Swedish. Not really.
Yeah, I am.
He just thinks he's Swedish.
I know I'm Swedish.
No, not really.
Ask Dave.
He wishes he was Swedish. Yo, shout out to Zach Walker. How's it going? Sphinx, how much does the Hikachu drag cost again?
It was like over $1 million, yeah.
Yeah. Like 1 mil, I believe?
Yeah.
And for a bike, that's pretty pricey. And that's not including upgrades and all that. My download on Left 4 Dead 2 just finished. Dang, dude, what's your upload speed?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Download speed, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm gonna just watch the video and not chat. Pineapple, that's okay. I just want you to know I appreciate you being here. And if you guys haven't already, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, because I do stream every single day. And if you guys want to help me out, like I said, share this on MySpace, ChristianMingle.com, Tinder, Bumble. If you're a Bumble type of dude, share it there. Everything helps, truly. I have a 10 mil custom drag. Dang, bro.
What up, Caffeine Dream?
So I would do that. I always love seeing you here, my friend. Always do.
Holy hell, catch up is on.
Yeah.
Because I'm already in freaking third. Are you in first?
Yeah.
What part are you on? What up, Larry? Caffeine Dream.
I'm turning for the finish line right now. Finish, and I got first. What a great way to start the stream. Let's go.
You had a hella good recovery.
Timmy, when did we start the stream today? They're telling me to start it earlier. We started at what, 8?
Yeah.
8 p.m. I feel like that's a good time.
Yeah.
It's censored. It's rumored to be released at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So like 2 hours from now. You're crazy. We're gonna stream everything. Don't worry.
What up, Akua?
No, it's not. Daniel, I love you. Me, so do I. Thunder God, what's up? Yeah, here. What's up? Hunter, what's up?
Matt,
Yo, John Parks, help me with people that are self-promoting. Don't let them self-promote.
Matt, it's not 3 a.m. for me, man. It's 12:43 a.m.
Little Ninja, I'm so happy to hear that. Link Dink, why's your face purple? So, dude, I was asleep, so I missed your Left 4 Dead stream on accident. Nike, it's okay. Yo, after this stream, I'm gonna go to bed, and then we'll stream tomorrow. Yo, Penguin Spotter, what's up, my boy? Yo, shout out to Layla, King Kong 123 Kong. I appreciate you being here. A shark giveaway, maybe, Michael. That's definitely a possibility in the future. Congrats for 34K subs. Good out. I appreciate that. Good morning from Holland. Hello. What do you call people from Holland?
What?
What do you call people from Holland?
Dutch.
Dutch?
Yeah.
They speak the Dutch?
That's German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? What, dude? Sprechen Sie Deutsch.
You're just so good at it. John Parks, if I do play Xbox, of course you can join. Of course.
Shout out to Mex is the King OG sister, Emily.
Heyo!
Just turned 19. Did you guys like that freaking drop?
I didn't know I had a sister.
Named Emily.
Yeah. Yo,
I didn't know you had a...
I was just wondering, can I get any PC and download GTA 5 roleplay? I don't think so, Cameron. You'll give away. I definitely will. Believe me. Drew, I appreciate that you liked my boy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yo, can we get a like spike? We're at 61 right now.
Ah, crap.
I
have to rejoin.
Spike. Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. UV, wasn't that freaking drop good? That was freaking dope.
Do the cars come out on PS4? Yes, they do. Are you planning to play Xbox GTA soon? John Park, I don't think so. Because why would I buy GTA again, you know?
Dude, this freaking music's popping, dude.
It's good, right?
I freaking turned it up and then UV's like, that music was good. Oh, yeah. I'll add it to the description.
Yeah. The thing is, though, people get pissed.
Why?
I had this music for like 4 streams in a row, and people were like, on like the 5th stream, please change the music. Please. At first, it was getting nothing but love, but then afterwards, they're like, no more, please. Yo, I can't drop money because I'm not a modder. Yo, I'm a dirty racer. You guys know that. You guys know that. Damn, bro, I love that logo. Nicholas, I made that logo all myself, baby. Get ready to see that on some merch that's gonna sell like a god church. Damn right. So, dude, Nicholas, I appreciate you being here. Yo, this dude doesn't know how dirty I am. Oh, that didn't take him out? What? I thought that was gonna take him out. I am 8 like. I appreciate that. Oh, there's so many bugs, bro. It's on my screen. What's going on? Help! Bugs on my screen. I'm not a big fan. We do have yellow microfiber towels in our basket. That's always a possibility. And it's gone. Just leave that right there so that I can use it in case I need it.
Alright, peace, Dave.
Time? Unknown Gamer. I believe it should come out at 3 a.m. And that's my freaking beast of a dog right now. Just saying hello to all you guys. He's a fan, just so you know. He watches the streams.
Shout out to Warstock.
What are the new cars? What is it? A Aston Martin Valkyrie, a Ferrari Testicle, a Lamborghini Countach, what's the Ocelot XA21? A Maserati prototype, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent you a friend request. Sounds good, Sergeant. Sounds good. Are you Asian? No, I am not. So I will do that. No, I am not. I have a turtle. My sister has a dog. Yeah, that's dope. I used to have turtles. I used to have red ear sliders.
Yeah, I remember.
A long time ago. You sound Asian. I'm not Asian. I just stay up to watch the stream. Thank you, Nicholas. How much do you need for the cars? Yo, they're expensive. They're each like 2 mil minimum.
Not that long, Larry. Like 15 minutes.
What?
How long have we've only been streaming for like 15 minutes? Oh yeah. 14 minutes.
Everybody give me a rip. I can't play no more. Justice. So tell us the story. What happened, my boy? What happened? Admin gaming, it's okay, my boy. It's okay.
UV, never mind. That music was hella good.
Oh, that dude screwed me, kinda. Oh, that might have actually helped though. Nope, just kidding. It would have helped if I knew how to fix it. Kinda fixed it. How much is the Wagner? Like 2 mil, I believe, or 1.9 or 1.8. I wish your stream last month. It's sick. Dope, bro. King Kong 123 Kong. I appreciate the love. Esther, what's up, my boy?
Add me on
How
MySpace.
you add moderators on computer? Yo, I only add moderators if they don't ask for mod, if they're active, and you know they're a good sport. I have a Russian tortoise. That's dope. I think it's 1.5. Yeah, something like that.
Trump. Oh wait.
Just caught up.
I like that
Just
cheat
like
you
that.
did. I like that cheat you did. Going through the
Me?
side? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The only Swedish words I know that I haven't forgotten is helvete and javla fita.
Jabla.
What up,
If
Meister?
it did come out tonight, then it would only be one car. Yes, but I do believe it could be a war stock vehicle as well.
What up, Mice?
Dang, Justice. So apparently Justice did bad on his mid-year exam. So now his dad takes away his laptop during the week so that he can't play. He gives
Helvete.
it back during the weekends. The weekends are the only time. Yo, Justice, I promise you, this weekend we'll do a Left 4 Dead stream just for you, okay? He really wanted to play Left 4 Dead yesterday, but I didn't want to start without you, you know?
Yeah?
Stinks. I'm talking.
No, yeah, I'm listening.
So yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it this weekend, Justice. I promise.
Yeah.
Lightning. It's not for sure. It's rumored that it's supposed to come out tonight. That's why in the title I got 2 question marks, because I'm not 100% sure. Just us. If Rockstar loves us, it'll come out tonight. It was supposed to come out last Tuesday. And they said nope. Tricked ya. Yo, chill. I appreciate the fact that you liked the stream yesterday. Yo, what's up, Zoe? Just us, Zoe. I appreciate you guys being here and showing me so much love. Shout out to Cameron TRM. You guys are good people. It's Night Place. I appreciate the love.
Add me on
Say my
Seho.
name. Hunter.
DJ
Hunter
Sus.
is the king. Seko's here?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you said that.
No. Solo money glitch, really?
Yeah, but do we really need money?
Is that like multiplayer? What does that mean? Solo money glitch?
Oh, no. I
Isn't-
loved it yesterday. Nicholas, I appreciate the love. First, let me hop off the mower of the lawn. I don't want to cut the grass. Bum, 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 bum. I'm kind of sad, even with my shortcut.
Alright, Meister.
I'm nowhere near first. Yeah, but why would they only release one car on the 4th of July? I don't know. Hopefully, if Rockstar's nice, they're gonna, you know, do something today. Hopefully. Hopefully, Jabla Fleet. Jabba Flip Flop. Yo, Thunder God, just make videos on what you love. Truly. Have fun with it. Oh,
No.
snap! They messed up at the end, bro.
Did they?
Yeah.
Uno, dos, tres,
I
cuatro.
just got first, suckers.
What up, Marshall? I'll look it up, Space Jam, if I need it.
It's 2:54, and I got the text to prove, and I'm chewing gum like it's fun. Yo, did I get it? Oh god, he's close.
I don't know, Crazy
Too
Hands.
bad he ain't close enough.
Crazy Hands
Never
says
give
that
up,
the
kids.
that the update should be next Tuesday for Independence Day update.
Yeah, yeet. Well, the thing is, though, here, let's be real with you guys. There's 2 options, is what I see. They can either release one car today and do what they originally leaked. A Rockstar employee leaked this, where they said that they're gonna do like one mission. I mean, one car every Tuesday.
That's kind of lame.
So I don't see why they wouldn't start today. Or
Lottie.
if they're gonna do it on 4th of July, they might as well release all of them on 4th of July, don't you think? Yo,
Yeah.
Pro CSGO Gaming, I appreciate the subscription, my boy. Don't you think?
I don't think they should do it one a week. That would suck.
I know, but Snap Cupcake Gamer said, say my name, which there you go. And he said, and I love your Javla Flita.
What up,
What's
Jasper?
so good about these cars? They're just new cars. We need new stuff in GTA.
And thanks,
Gun running
CV.
was so quick.
Marshall, I do go to school, but I am
Nuke
too cool.
Gaming, what's up?
Yo, dad, my dad.
Admin Gaming, stop it. Rose, what's up, my boy? Brian Diaz, I appreciate the subscription. Real quick, can we get a like spike all up in here? Can you guys, help me out? Don't forget to subscribe. YG and Rain, I appreciate the sub. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I would hate it, truly, truly hate it, for you guys to miss one of these streams. Just let me be honest, I'm not too good on a schedule right now. Max Garcia, I appreciate the sub. If you guys want to help me out, let's get this stream popping. Let's share it on Tinder, Instagram, ChristianMingle.com, MySpace, Bumble, Farmers Only. On what's the one with like the highest match rating? Match.com. Share this on Match. Come on.
Wait, UV, what up with that? Why'd you ban Gulu Singh, the guy that has your same last name? I banned myself. Okay.
How about you?
Marshall, what school? I ain't telling.
Yo, Sal would do that. I have no idea. They're annoying.
Yeah, tell me on Steam.
Yo, Aaron or John Fernandez. I do a live stream every single day. You call me Cameron. Chill Chris. I believe there's 2 Camerons. Dakota. I believe there is a Cameron in the chat. Cameron TRM or something.
Hey, thanks,
What's
Jasper.
up, Dakota? Yo, Meme Ostrich. 100% correct.
Thanks, Jasper.
Mike Savage, what link are you talking about? Grind now, shine later. Hey, that's what's up.
Sir Yakil. Shout out to Larry from Finland. Alright, let's do this freaking race, dude. I was off.
Admin Gaming asked me if you go to USC.
Yeah, right. I don't think I could get in. What?
I don't
What do you
think
mean,
we
yeah?
can, even if we could, I don't think we can afford that.
Yeah.
USC is, I believe, the most expensive college, or like top 5 in all of US.
Yeah, 45,000
a year or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's $1,000 more than Stanford, and that's a really, really good school.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Like rally cars.
And honestly, USC ain't known for.
What Stanford's known for?
Yeah.
I kind of want the Omnis. Yeah, I'm getting the Omnis.
Stop. Yo, Delbert, it's not copyright, my boy. Yo, Brandon, I appreciate you being here. What's your Instagram? I don't have an Instagram, but I do have a Facebook. I post updates there. Go follow it. It's in the description. Shout out to Chill Chris.
I don't, Marshall. I don't know what wood groth is.
Survival, if you get to round 10, you get 30K. What do you mean, Nicholas? Oh god. Every last place gets destroyed, Fabian. Sphinx?
Yeah. Oh, that's me.
Destroyed. Oh god, they're approaching fast. Oh no, don't take me out.
Oh, no.
You good?
No.
You good, bro?
Yeah. Oh god. Not after this. Oh god, yes. These guys hella crashed. Whew. I was gonna be last place for a millisecond.
I took that guy out. Oh, I'm a horrible person. If you guys don't know me, I am an incredibly dirty racer. All I am is dirty.
San Bernardino.
I believe that you will win. I believe that you will win. I believe that you will win. Yo, Wigling's freaking fast though. He's using those speed hacks. How is he so fast? Wigling, you should know that I'm a dirty racer, so you never want to be in front of me, boy. Not at all, Blaylan.
Oh,
Not
crap.
at all.
Oh god, no! Oh my god!
Christian, I love you, my boy. I love you, love you.
A guy just blew up in front of me. I think I'm next.
You.
Yeah, I'm done.
In front of you?
No! Yes! A guy crashed right now. Oh my god, I'm saved.
Wiggly nose! Wiggly nose!
It's every 13 seconds though. That's hella quick. I'm dead.
Yeah, 14.
I'm not
dead.
There's no way I'm catching up in 5,
What
4,
spot are you in?
3, third,
What
2, 1. Rip.
What position were you in? Oh, I won, bro.
Thanks, Jasper.
Yo, I think Wiggling quit. He's like, nope.
What do you mean?
I won.
What do you mean you think you quit?
Yo, 2 races in a row. Beast Fishing, I want you to know that I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry you don't like it, but I really do appreciate you being here. What type of PC are you using? Kevin, I built my own PC. Do you want to tell him the specs things?
Nah.
Dope.
Thanks, White. Thanks, Yoda, for the white
I
van.
appreciate you. We are running how do you say it? AMD 1600X Ryzen processor.
Yeah.
An Asus GTX 1070 with aftermarket cooling, because you know what it is. 8 gigabyte. Right? Yeah, right. Yeah. We have 16 gigabytes of RAM, right?
Yeah.
Or 32, or just 16.
16. Chill, bro.
We got 16 gigabytes of DDR4. I forgot the speed. Vengeance RAM.
Are those people changing like on your screen? Like moving up and down in the leaderboards?
Yeah.
What up with that?
They're probably hacker. I don't know. Yo, Ghoulie Scenes just subscribed. And yo, Dakota Turner with the $2 donation saying, love your streams. I'll try to donate each stream. Dakota, I'm truly blessed for that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank Pepe. Yeah, but does he know that? Logan, do I know what? Please sub to me. Yeah. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. If you guys are just waking up, I hope you guys are gonna have a fantastic day. Giveaway's definitely gonna happen. I guarantee you. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Because I do stream every single day. Yo, Soppy the King, hello. I can top it. Dual GTX Titan X, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. Dang. Yeah,
1 terabyte SSD. That's super expensive.
But it's so worth it, bro. I think.
I don't know about that. I don't think you're gonna see that much money for the price. Diminishing returns. Diminishing returns.
It's a luxury, though. It's definitely a luxury. It's it's like having a Rolex, bro. You can have the same function with a damn
damn it.
watch.
Sorry, Dave, I forgot. A watch?
Yeah.
What up with these?
Always bet $1,000 on yourself, because I believe in myself. John Parks, what's up? UV, I see you, Gulu. Yeah, they come out on Friday. Logan, what comes out on Friday, my boy? James Parks, what's up, my boy? What's poppin'? I hope you guys had a great day.
Yeah, I saw that, UV. Alright, let's do this.
You guys underestimate my power. Especially wiggling right here, look. Watch this. Wiggling. I truly apologize. Oh,
I just took you out.
You did it, bro.
Yeah.
I feel bad for wiggling. I saw you get crushed.
Yeah, but I'm good. I didn't get like spun off.
You good, bro?
I think so.
Bro? There's glitches on this map. What type of glitches, boy? Let me know. Any type of MLG shortcuts. Oh, you're right behind me, bro. I don't like that.
How, what the hell? Didn't you fall off? Oh, was that wiggling?
Yeah, you push wiggling off.
Yeah. I thought that
He
was
just looks exactly like me.
Yeah. Why does he wear the same clothes?
He's a fan, bro. Wiggling's freaking awesome. He always asks me, do you remember me? Cairo with another $1. Bro, you're truly blessing me, my dude. Leave a message when you donate, bro. I love reading what you have to say. Even if it's $1, leave a message. I'll read it out loud, bro. Cairo with everyone say thank you to Cairo. Truly being such an unbelievable person. Yo, I'm doing some clean racing right now. Yo, Soviet Union Dodge, I appreciate the sub, my boy. Yo, I'm doing some clean racing right now, boy.
Meister IDK.
God, I feel so slow going up that.
Some guy took me out, but took himself out too.
Good
which is pretty freaking dumb. Now I'm in 8th.
Alright, let's go over here. Friday, Tristan, Friday what? Friday what?
Oh, this is so bad.
Hey, Cairo with another $1, my boy. Everyone say thank you. Everyone. When are the cars coming out? I hope, I truly hope they're coming out at 3 a.m. tonight. If they don't come out at 3 a.m. tonight, they're probably coming out on 4th of July. Anthony, I appreciate the sub, my boy. Yo, this racing's hella clean, except for right there. Oh, I'm good. Yo, Anonymous, I appreciate the sub, and that's what I get for reading the chat. Dang it. And just like that, I'm in an infinite loading screen that won't... Really? Sphinx, I just got wrecked.
Me too.
No, I'm still in a loading screen.
Wait, what? What do you mean you're still in a loading screen?
I failed, and I pressed Y to restart, and I was in a black screen for the longest time.
Oh god, like a respawn screen?
Now I'm in 4th. Yo, Dakota Turner with $2. I look forward to your streams when I get off work. And then Cairo with $1. You guys are blessing me. Truly. Dakota and Cairo, thank you so much. Pro Gamer Guy, of course I remember you. Yakuya, let's go. Yo, turn up for double donations. Has that ever happened before?
No.
Double donations? Meme, damn right. Where I live, it's 4 in the morning. Damn.
Oh crap, I left. I crashed. Well, I went to like my own server. Helvete.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Jabla.
Jabla fita. Alright, peace, Larry.
What position were you in?
8th, so it's not gonna really matters.
Yeah, no, who cares? You're not helping me out, so F you.
It's a race.
Yeah, but if you were like in 2nd and you lagged out,
oh, right. Well, it's not like I lagged out, like I literally lagged out of the server.
Cairo with another $1, bro. Cairo with another $1. Yo, baby nutty, I hope so. I truly hope so. What's up? You the best, Sebastian. I appreciate that. Real quick, if you guys haven't already, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And while you're at it, share this stream on Bumble, Tinder, MySpace, Snap, Tweet, Face Chat. I want this everywhere, bro. Let's get the stream popping. More popping than it already is. Join my game, bro.
Why?
Yo, Dakota with the $10 donation. Keep it up, dude. You're going big. Wow. And Elliot PS with the 20, what do you call that? Swedish crowns.
Hey, what
and
up?
then Cairo with the $1 donation. Oh my god. Holy.
What up, bros?
Dexter, I appreciate you.
Invite me to IR lobby.
Yo, you guys are truly blessing me. I don't think I can. You're offline. You have to join. Hey, I shared this stream on Farmers Only. Dope. Admin Gaming, I appreciate that someone, noticed my new logo that I made from scratch.
Shout out to Rose Fitch. I'm with freaking Claws.
Vortex, I'm holding you to that, okay? Wiggly with $1. Wiggling, do you remember me? Dakota, I know you did, and I was truly blessed for that. Thank you. You dope, bro. I'm on PC, Rocket Monkey. The new logo is pretty cool. Thank you.
Where are the boots?
You guys are blessing me. Did you join?
No, I'm getting some freaking new boots, bro.
New boots? What the?
Oh crap! I didn't want that.
Meme, go find a charger ASAP, boy.
Get some new cream. Get some more cream
puffs.
puffs.
For 300. Kyra with another $1. John Parks, I loved it. So let me clarify something. The logo I made. The fact of putting the word Mexis, my name, my signature pretty much, on like the nose area of the logo was completely thanks to John Parks. PC Master Race, boys. Yo, just so you know, if I get first, I get $100.
Tell me when you're out.
So Wiggling, help me out, my boy. Take everyone out, Wiggling. Yo, Ben Eakins, I know you guys do. I know you guys do. Just know you'll be seeing that logo on merch pretty soon, my boy. The merch will be hot, and it will be selling like a god church.
Nice, UV.
Yo, Rocket Monkey, I try my best. Devoted
God
woman,
church.
Shout out to you. I am the 55. No, this is on PC. Nice logo, man. Thank you. Yo, meme. That's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Bruh, sleepy, bruh. Do it for me, just say what? John Parks. Merch won't be coming out for a while, but believe me, it'll be dope. Justin, you don't have to be sorry about that. I'm blessed that you're here to watch me. Dakota Turner with a $15 donation. I absolutely love your vids. Best part of my day. Dakota, you're blessing me too much. Everyone say thank you to Dakota. Truly. I just left for Dead Streams 2 stream. I'm sad now I waited to watch that. Mad Monkey, dope.
Am I 13?
Yo, Kubrick, I said your name. What's your real name? At the moment, it's Mexis. That's all you guys need to know. I don't want to get taken out. Don't want to get taken out. I'm minding my own business, like one should. Vortex. Yo, Wiggling, help me out. Wiggling, you're my friend right now, okay? Remember that. Alright, Vortex.
What up? Saw you do that. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
So, Sphinx,
yeah.
if I get first in this race, I'm gonna supposedly get donated 100 buckaroos.
Wait. Yeah, I don't... Really?
Cubic with $1 donation, baby!
$1 trillion.
I took him out. I appreciate that, Cubic, from the bottom of my heart. Yo, Ben, maybe, truly, at that number, maybe. It's 100% a possibility.
I don't like the shirt.
Is the car out yet? Not yet, Wendell. Hopefully it comes out at 3 a.m.
Thanks, BF1 Master.
Shout out to the TGS.
The game show.
The game show. Ooh. Ben Eakins. Maybe. It depends how quickly we get to 100K. Rocket Monkey, what do you mean no sorry, bro? What does that mean? Can I get a shout out? Shout out to bruh. Yo, Harpete. That's the goal, right? What time is it right now? It's 1:13 a.m. for me. Shout out to Sebastian Borges.
I am. Saw you do that. Meister, give me a sec.
I'm sorry, but I don't watch Boss for the Win. Or, yeah. So I'm not sure what he puts in his videos. I'm just keeping up with the GTA social media. Yo, Dakota Turner with $9. This is so I have an even amount of money. Dakota, I appreciate that so much. If you want, just donate even amounts from now on, so that we're both happy. I'm just playing with you, boy.
Wow.
He donated like $9, which
Yeah.
I appreciate so much. And his message was, "This is so I have an even amount of money." Yo, I'm trying to read the chat, but I'm also kind of focusing because apparently there's high stakes on the line. High stakes, high risk, high reward.
Kind of want to go
And
flick turn.
And this is a full lobby. Full lobby right here.
Thanks, how you do that. I'm gonna go with this Swedish cam. You destroyed my car. I'm gonna buy a yacht.
Yo, Vortex, where you at, boy? Vortex, where you at, boy? Vortex, where you at, boy? Let's see. Let's see where you at, boy. Yo, Vortex, where you at, boy? He asked about the DLC car. Can I have a shout out? Shout out to Big Fluffy. He left. Admin Gaming said. At the moment I don't have a PO box. How much do you think merch will be? I have no idea, bro. I just have a, how do I say it? The design and the idea in my head, the business aspect, the pricing, I haven't even checked it out. Sphinx, I mean, the race is gonna end soon. I ended already.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yo, Cairo with a $20 donation. Cubic with another $1 donation.
Thanks, what?
Yo, shout out to Furious Lion.
It's 1:15 a.m. Oscar.
You know, I just love to prove the haters wrong, you know? Vortex, where you at, boy? Cars come Friday. Logan, really? I did not know that.
The Logan.
100. I don't know, Harpeet. Dakota Turner, I appreciate it so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Akuya, this wouldn't be the best stream without you guys. Shout out to King Luke.
I'm not Nin.
You're not in?
Nin.
What's that?
The hell, man?
Shout out to Psyche. Steve Marino. I appreciate the sub, my boy. Shout out to Rose. Yo, Prestigious Gamer, don't be sad about that. Keep that $100. And I want you to use it on yourself. Buy yourself something nice, truly. King Luke, of course I do. Adam, hopefully. Elijah, I appreciate the sub. Admin, I'm hyped no matter what. Huge shout out to Cubic CC. Go sub to him. Show him some love. Zach Walker, it's okay. It's okay. No, I got you, Cubic. Shout out to you, boy. Shout out to you. I would buy a sock. Meme, just one sock. Shout out to D's H. What's up, Gerardo? Eric, I appreciate the sub. Aziz, Lias video logs.
Nice.
Sphinx, we never finished it. Yo, are you not joining?
I'm trying to freaking make my yacht.
Alright, it's fine.
Who else does not have a dad? Yo,
What's
dad, you're
up,
my dad.
Eric? Shout out to Barack Gamer at Man. Where ya, boy, Luis? Yo, Luis ain't here right now. Half a sock. I'll give you a 75% discount for that meme. Think about it. You're only buying one sock. That's a 50% discount right there. You're only buying half of one sock. That's, you know, another 25% on top. Give you 75%. Anthony, it's okay. If you're seeing, I don't even know Ice Snipe what that is. 1/4 of a sock. Yo, me too. I mean, he does, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to make the fox transparent. Sebastian, I love you. Logan, I appreciate the love. Shout out to Mary Gang TV. Rick Bros, you're even more of a legend. I wouldn't be a legend without you guys.
I'm not nin, man.
What? What does that mean?
Some guy keeps on asking me if I'm nin.
You nin? You nin, bruh?
10 million. Alright, let's do it. Alright, you want me to join? Or did the game start?
The game started, so
All
take
right.
your time. Yo, need Cummels. It's okay, don't worry. Defy, I'm sorry that I skip you. I can't read every single comment all the time. Steam Marino. It should come at 3 AM, hopefully, at least one car. Hopefully. Hopefully. Shout out to Moose Gamer. 1/5 of a sock. Dang, bro.
Am I
Give you
9?
an 80, I'll give you an 80% discount for that. Silly could join in 2 hours. Ayo. Yo, Justice, are you and Silly like really good friends in real life? Let me know. Let me know. Yo, Dad. Ayo. You know, I'm in the back of the pack, but you guys don't understand. Yo, Dakota Turner with $2, expecting something big next month. You don't have to, Dakota, truly. Oh, save myself. Anthony, you don't have to, truly. Dakota Turner with another $2. You're blessing me, bro. The Wagner? Yeah, it is. Personally, though, I like the Ocelot XA21 more. Dang, that dude got taken out.
Nice, saw you do that.
You saw you do that? What?
My yacht is Swedish. It's called the Javla Fita.
You bought a yacht?
Yeah. It's just spent 10 million for no reason.
Yep.
But you know, it's all about that luxury.
At this point, right?
Yeah.
Why not? What's up, Vast? I had the first comment, Nicholas, and I appreciate that first comment. I really, really do. Like I said, I don't only stream GTA. I also stream other games. You know, Elliot PS with the another 20 Swedish crowns. I appreciate that so much. Can everyone subscribe to him? Shout out to him, my boy. Drive real dirty. Yo, this car sucks, bro. Please do a shout out for the guys. Shout out to all the guys. I'm not giving out my age. Yep. But hey, Dakota, I appreciate it so much, my dude. Thank you. Yo, Aziz, I'm feeling good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little thirsty. I'll probably grab a drink soon.
No problem, Madara. I'm not 9.
Is Madada here?
Yeah. He says
Madada.
his school doesn't let him catch any streams.
Oh my. Wait. Okay, yeah.
What?
Nothing. I just miss Madada.
Yeah.
The OGs know your age. Yep. They know my age.
Hey, what up,
They can know
Calzer?
my age. They just have to guess. Anthony, I mean,
Calzer.
if you want, Anthony, I'd be truly, truly grateful. Only if you want, though. Front flip. I heard if you go over these things, you go faster. I have no idea if I'm doing it right. Akuya, do you? Nope, no meme. You're wrong, meme. Robert, I'm on PC, my boy. John Parks, you got it right on the first try. Congratulations.
Alright, peace, Moderate.
Night Pharaoh, I appreciate the sub, my boy.
Dave Farrell.
I'm more of a Night Pharaoh, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what time are we streaming at right now?
Uh,
You have to go on and off the red little thing. God, something on my foot. I'm a dirty racer.
Wait, what was loud? What do you mean, saw you do that?
Is this a new car? No, it's not. No, it's not. Hey,
Ah,
Mr. Gamer 4000, I appreciate the sub. Thank you.
Why is my helicopter over there?
Saved it. Saved it. Oh, get off me. There's a bug on me. This doesn't count. I can't race. I'm slapping bugs off me. Ahoy, Mijan. I appreciate the sub. Yo, Wiggling, you're my friend right now. I want you to know that. I won't kick you out. I won't kick you out. Where you live? I live in LA, my boy. The red, white things slow me down. I've heard that they speed me up. The stream lit. Yeah, it is. Stream's hella lit. I can send anything. It says my account's in. Oh,
when my voice got close to the mic.
Come on, make it up. Hey, Trash, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you.
Trash. You appreciate Trash's subscription.
Of course, bro. I appreciate all the subscriptions. 24/7 lit. Hey, Wiggling, remember how I said you were my friend? Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Because you are. You are my friend.
Because I'm better. Nice.
What?
No.
He's my friend.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. Tristan, and did you hear that from Mr. Boss? Let me know, because I personally don't watch his videos.
Mr. Boss with the lose?
Oh snap! Yo, I think there needs to be Mr. Boss for the win, and decided Sphinx on Keemstar.
Yeah.
For that roast. John Parks, of course you are.
I swear, if he shoots me down, helvete my ears, javla fita.
Jabla.
Javla fita.
Front flip.
Am I your friend? Yeah, I saw you do that shit.
Oh snap! I can get a decent race position if I get past these guys. Yeah, Tristan. So how are you saying Friday? How do you know it won't be today? How do you know? Helvete. Hey, Jose. What's up, my boy?
Helvete.
Yo, I can get a decent position if I race good right here.
What up, Decro
I need
slash
good
Rush?
quality racing.
I need bad quality racing, dude.
In between here. Oh, nope. And I just ruined everything. I can get 8th, though. I can get 8th.
Where you at yesterday? Yeah, I couldn't stream.
And
Decro.
everyone wanted you, bro.
You know how it goes. Oh crap, is this even my yacht? This isn't even my yacht.
Jamie Lockhart, I appreciate the subscription.
Is it?
No, it's on Friday. Tristan, you said no one knows.
This is the same color as mine.
Not yet, Sheldon. Do it. Can I get a shout out? Shout out to Brett.
Oh wait, yeah, this is mine.
Why would they release it on 4th of July? Why not?
Whose is that over there then?
Justice, you're 100% correct. I've been here since 200 subs. Fire Flamingo, I appreciate the love. What's your friend's name? His name is Suck Sphinx. His link is in the description. Go show him some love. Go subscribe to him. Me and him stream every single day. Well, I mean, for him, almost every single day. Warlord Gaming, I appreciate the subscription. Tristan, you just said no one knows. You're completely contradicting yourself, boy.
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 What up, Robust?
Lit. Yo, where are my mods, bro? I need mods. Yo, James, I appreciate the sub.
Alright, yo, Dad, peace out, man.
Justice, you're right. Can you shout out to
Oh my god.
Sage Cook.
I can't believe he made it.
Shout out to Susan Monte. Simple Gamer. Hopefully it comes out in an hour and 30 minutes. Where are the mods at? I don't even know. Are you Hispanic? Yes, I am.
Sweden.
Hey, I appreciate the love, Anthony Driver. That's one of them right now. Can I please get a shout out? Shout out to Sap. I want to rap, but I don't want to be a sap. Yo, join my game now.
Alright. Hey, I do last night, sorry.
Alvaro Romero, I appreciate the sub, my boy.
You doing a race?
FDK Games, yes. Or is Klaus playing this?
Yeah.
Is Klaus in your chat?
Yeah. No, not. He's in my game. He's fighting with a freaking sub. With Meister. In game.
Yeah, that pick me up in the white vein. Ask him if he wants to play or Wolf or anyone that's playing with us, John, do you guys want to play like jets versus bikes? I'm down to play any type of custom game right now. My mom yelled at me, so I got to go to sleep. Sebastian, have a great night's sleep.
Claus is like IDK.
IDK what?
He doesn't know. I made customs go passive. I'm a mod Mexis.
Did you join?
What? No, he's in mine. He doesn't know.
Oh, but you didn't join.
I didn't join what?
The race.
No. Dang, Elliot. With the SEK, what is that?
20 Swedish crowns?
Yeah. Sup, I need subs.
Elliot, you're a freaking G right now.
Freaking yeah, Elliot. Sup, I need subs. All right.
Yo, he does that to me.
Yeah.
Yo, if he pays for advertisements, I'm okay with that.
If he pays, he plays.
Exactly. I watch till my mom gets up, then go to my room and watch so I don't get yelled at for being awake for 24 hours.
Marcos, what bike is that?
I used to do that too. I would hear my mom's alarm go off, and I'd be like, okay, time to pretend like I'm sleeping for 2 minutes. Because mom's always checking on you.
Except for my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Wait, what did Claus say?
Rough.
Just because I say... they're still fighting for Pete's sake.
Fighting how though? Like actual typing?
Yeah, like typing, saying bad words to each other. And I mean, not in my YouTube chat, but in my freaking
Yeah. Took that mother trucker out. Ooh, look at that drift, boy. My mom don't check in on me. Justin, it's okay.
Oh
what
god.
games do you have on Xbox? At the moment, I just have Madden 17. I will be getting Call of Duty World War II. I will be getting... what else will I be getting? Red Dead Redemption 2. Admin Gaming, it's all good, my boy. I wake up before mine does. Yeah, that's what I used to try to say. I'd be like, my mom would wake up and be like, you never want to sleep. I'd be like, no, I just woke up. She'd be like,
wait, what?
Flita.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, it's BMX.
So my mom would hate it if I, stayed up all night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes I would try to pull like a, I just woke up.
Oh, right.
So she'd be like, Jabla Flita, you just woke up? And I'd be like, no, I mean, she'd be like, you stayed up all night? I'd be like, no, I just woke up. And she'd be like, Helvete.
Is that good or bad? Did she believe you?
No, she never believed me. Ever. Moms know. Come on. Yo, this X80 Proto wants some revenge, bro. He wants some revenge. Thing is, this car's heavy. The Proto ain't.
Yeah, Elliot. Elliot's like trying to tell me what this means. Psh, I know what that means, Elliot. Why do you think I named my boat that? Yo,
what's up, my dads? Yo, Dakota, I already have Wildlands, and me and Sphinx are actually thinking about playing that tomorrow. For a little bit.
Meister got kicked. Nice.
If you don't, never mind. I won't take it. The other one out. What are you talking about, boy? Yo, right? Races were going good, bro.
Yeah.
I won most of them. Yo, the wolf, I'm down.
I like how my boat's called the Javla Fita.
The Jabla Flita. Yo, the wolf started. Invite us, and we will join. Hector, what's up? What's up, Hector? Like I said, if you guys haven't already, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to turn on post notifications because I do stream every single day. Let's get a like spike all up in here.
My saw you do that's like, why is all I can think about is wanting to be Swedish. Dude, that I think it's something to do with like my streams or something, cause same, dude. I just want to learn Swedish words. I want to be Swedish.
Lucas, get the oppressor. Stop, I
Helvete.
appreciate the love.
With
Jinx,
claws.
hopefully tonight. Where are you guys?
On my yacht. Are you in my game?
I thought I was, but probably not.
Feel for me. Google Translate it.
You're in Claus's game, right?
Yeah.
What up, Hector? Nothing much, bro. Algeria, Bilal, of course I remember you. I don't have very much Algeria fans. Moonfire, what's up? Get ankles. At the moment, I'm not taking any more friend requests because I had a bug inside. Yo, John Parks, that's how you know the stream's lit. John Parks just said, "Hey, do you remember all the sex bots yesterday?"
Yeah.
That's how you know you're doing something good. Anthony, you just gotta change your IP address.
Why?
He's asking
Helvete.
me if I know what to do with hackers. Suspicious.
Yeah. WTF? Sauce. What does that mean? That's so Australian. Sauce!
I mean, sorry. I say it too.
Sauce?
I sub and like, yeah, because I'm Australian, remember?
Sauce?
Yo, shout out to Stink. Yeah, SOZ.
That
It's
means
like,
sorry?
sorry.
Sauce.
Right now, I am not on PS4. One day at Slurpee, hopefully tonight. Lucas, I believe it's random.
If I like
Yo,
cold weather, live in Sweden.
Yo, I'm coming to your yacht, okay, boy?
Yeah. Elliot, what part of Sweden? What part?
Get ankles. I try my best.
Gothenburg.
Hey, that's where I'm from.
Where?
Gothenburg.
Gothenburg. Same.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Have you guys... So you do that. Have you Javlar Fita recently?
Do you think they're coming out tonight? Hilarious videos. I think there's a possibility. I really, really do. Donkey, Stockholm.
Helvete with those questions. Stockholm? Really?
I mean, that's what Elliot said, and Elliot's the man, bro.
Yeah. Freaking Dante's from Malmo.
Hey, rich boy, I appreciate the sub, man. Alright, boy. I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot.
Marco's just freaking translated, I guess. He's freaking out in chat.
Oh, no. No.
I can't go up. Why can't I go up my own ladder?
Ladders don't work. You have to go to the middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the ladder is completely just for looks, bro.
I can't get up. Helvete. No! Yay, Mexis is Aussie, says Claus.
Yes, I am. I'm from Brisbane.
Brisbane. Brisbane.
Told you, right
Dude, I
here,
can't
boy.
get... How do you...
Right here, bro.
I click space. Okay, and my character was going under.
Fita. Sweden.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever, bro.
I'm half Swedish, half Aussie, dude. I'm
You
from...
wanna whatever me, bro?
I'm from Gold Coast. Yo, Mexis, how do I...
Klaus? Klaus, what do you want, boy? What do you want, boy?
You just...
What do you want, boy?
Don't kill my homeboy, Claus. Oh, my God.
What do you want, boy? What do you want, boy?
Oh,
what do you
my
want, boy?
God. Helvete. Mexis, Javla Fita.
Dakota Turner. Okay, Claus mad. Claus mad. Claus mad. He's mad. You're mad too. You're mad too.
This is for Australia, Claus. Oh crap, I'm typing. Oh, Claus killed me.
You died too.
Yeah, but it was Claus.
Dakota Turner with another $2 saying, have you ever rode dirt bikes? I have not. Sphinx has, right?
Yeah. I have a quad in my backyard.
But dirt bikes.
No, not backyard. I'm not that redneck. Yeah. Yeah. It was freaking scary the first time. I like wheelied off.
Okay. Klaus just one hit acquitted me. Yo, Justice, damn right. Sure to love. Yo, Klaus, I admit defeat. Here. I admit defeat.
Helvete.
This is me admitting defeat, okay?
Marcos, I don't know, man.
Get out of here, bro. Hey, Klaus, I admitted defeat, boy. Will you do a shark card giveaway? Most likely, to be honest.
Get your freaking corpse off my boat. Nah, Thomas.
Yo,
I can't, man.
Can we do like a I want to do some sort. I hate. Stop.
That was
Wow,
for.
Sphinx is very wow, Sphinx is very
crap.
stereotypical. I have a 4-wheeler and 2 Rangers in my backyard, and I'm not a redneck. Dang, bro, you piss some people off.
Wait, he has a what?
He has a 4-wheeler and 2 Rangers in his backyard, but he's not a redneck.
Yeah, neither am I. How's that stereotypical?
Because you said you're not a redneck.
It's in my side yard. Sorry, not my backyard. I don't know, just having them out like in your backyard, it just seems kind of weird.
We need to do our 5-star cup holdout, yeah?
Yeah, we don't have
On
any.
your boat. 5-star cup challenge. Let's go. Yo, Crush Trooper, I appreciate the support.
I'll donate $1 million if you donate. Nice, Elliot.
What do you say?
He will donate $10 trillion if I donate 990 billion. I don't know. Why am I in the helicopter?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Can't.
I got cops, bro. Cops, I got cops. You ready? You ready, boy? Yo, Fusion Army, I appreciate the like and subscribe. For everyone else that hasn't followed Fusion Army's footsteps, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. Because me and Sphinx do stream every single day. If you want to catch my friend, his link is in the description. We stream every day. That's all there is to it. Yo, can you like all add us to your MC so we don't kill each other?
Yeah. My dad's from New Zealand, mate. Dude, we live in New Zealand and own a farm. I have a Honda 150. They are so much fun.
The German gamer, hopefully today. Hopefully.
Alright, I'll start the MC.
Yo, I'm losing my cops.
Wellington, mate. I don't know if you can, Marcos. I don't know why, but it's not letting me. Okay, let's find some prospects. Players. David, Wiggling. Who else? Custom. Did Claus leave?
No, yeah, he's in a.
He's in his own. Never
Yo,
mind.
Sweet Inferno. Yes, I do. Stink Larv. Okay. Yo, Dakota Turner. That's all I can do. All I can do is continue to grind.
Alright, UV, peace out, man.
Tell Claus to join.
Tell me if you know how to use freaking Linux. I have no idea, UV.
Tell Claus to join. Yo, and can you send me another invite, please?
Helvete.
Send me another invite, please.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Wait, how did that kill me? We're in the same MC. Find prospects.
Not with Claus.
Yeah, but it said that David killed me. You're not showing up.
Oh, because I'm in mine.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Come on.
I'll donate. No, German gamer, I don't believe you.
I sent one to Wiggling too, but who knows? Auckland is a good place. It's all about that Wellington, dude. Welling.
Yo, did you add him?
Welling. Yeah.
Claus. What's going on? Everybody give me a RIP to Justice, my boy. Yo,
Wait.
Fusion Army, if they do come out today, I will buy everything.
Wait, who is this? Swedish Inferno, does he want one? Do we know Swedish Inferno like in chat? Yo, give me a shout out. Shout out to Sam Lazarus. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, never mind.
Invite Wolf too.
Who?
Wolf.
Wolfe. Wolf?
Yeah.
The Wolf
Yo, can I have a
WP.
shout in? I'll donate $10 if you yell, I love you, Rockstar!
Jesus Christ. My
Never
ears.
Magic. Never
Helvete.
Magic. I'm calling you out, Never Magic.
My ears,
Oh,
Javla Fita.
Never Magic! Oh, wait, what? I
My-
love you, Rockstar. I love you, Rockstar. I love you, Rockstar.
Oh, my ears, Javla
Rockstar.
Fita.
Love you, Rockstar. Love you, Rockstar. Love you, Rockstar. Love you, Rockstar.
Muted.
That's 10.
Okay.
That's 10. Yo, this guy's taking a selfie with me, bro. F off. F off.
What? Why are you so mean?
Because this guy's taking a selfie. Let him take a selfie, bro.
Oh.
And you guys kill him. Never magic, I'm calling you out, boy. Hey, Elliot, please shut up. What calls my ears job loud, please. Not yet. Yo, Fusion Army, I try my best.
Is Fusion Army in the game? Or why did you say that?
No.
What up, Adam? 2 days ago. No? Oh,
I don't know what to do, Anthony.
Wow, this.
You figure it out. If you can't do it, then it's fine.
Whoa, why is that light on all of a sudden?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a flare.
Oh, we're making it big, guys.
Why?
The sex bots are back.
Hey. All right, Swedish for now.
You know, yo, do you guys know how it's lit every single day? Do you guys know why it's lit every single day? Yo, Vortex is back. What happened, Vortex? What happened, Vortex? Huh? Huh?
The hell?
$100, Vortex. What happened, bro?
What the hell? Who does this Javla Theta think he is?
Yo, Fusion Army, this is on PC, bro. Yo, Luis, you're here, my boy. Catchphrase is Javla Fita. I don't want that to be my catchphrase.
I want that to be mine.
Yo, Anthony, you're good. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Man, Swedish Inferno is just getting freaking.
New cars will be coming out.
But if he just starts attacking us, what does he expect? Claws. What do we do? We're just standing around the freaking yacht like.
What else do you do on a yacht?
That's a pretty good view. I'm not even gonna lie. Look at that. That looks good. It's a good looking game.
Elliot, I know what it means, my boy. The sex bots are here. That means we're making it big. What's up, Marshall? What time is it here? Right now it's 1:46 a.m. OP drops. I have a PC. Vortex, why would you lie, my boy?
Excited.
Why would you lie? Don't lie. That's the worst thing you can ever do to anyone in your life. Whether I'm in it or not, whether you don't know me or not, don't lie, my dude.
Don't lie. I don't want to try. Hey, what are we playing on? PC, man. What the hell?
What should we do?
On my helicopter, I'm going to freaking Claus's. Yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know. Crap, I don't have a helicopter. Who's the modder? I don't know. Hey, what am I playing on?
Jake Webb, I appreciate the sub. Ameris Johnson, what's up?
Who's flying me? Oh, okay.
Cars will be coming out hopefully soon. In Serbia, it's 10:48. Dang, bro. Unturned Masters, I appreciate the sub. Yo, Duke with nukes. You got a second account, boy? I don't know.
That's admin gaming. He went and trolled me. He's like, "What is this? What are you playing on?" Freaking
slow, way down, going fast, about to kill me and make me have a breakdown. Yo, this one's called Titan, Australia. Ya bloody wanker.
In Algeria.
Sweden, let's go. Wait, so what's the point of a yacht, bro? Like, what are we doing?
Nothing. No point to yacht.
Yo, hopefully Curse are coming out tonight. Best rap songs. I appreciate the subscription. I like rap a lot. I like rap a lot.
I don't really like rap that much. I like the old stuff. Damn it. No. Don't.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ, character. Titan, Australia. I need money, please. No.
No. Do another Left 4 Dead video. I can.
Job la pizza.
Job la flita.
Wait, how did Maxis get pranked?
He just kicked me out of his helicopter.
Oh.
As it's midair, but I put C4 on it, so I just jumped out, exploded it.
Shout out to active.
Let my sister chat. They call me Titan. Where's my boy? Where's my boy?
What up, Wendell? Okay.
I don't want to go in this yacht.
I guess I'm going in his yacht.
What's your username on PC? I can't tell you right now. I'm Titan on Destiny level 40. That's dope. What kind of car is that Ocelot XA21? Nice trick. I appreciate that. I don't want to be in here. Come on.
Yeah, you do.
Kira now Chapman, I appreciate the sub.
Claws automatically to the alcohol. Nice. No. Alright, dude with nukes. Or should I say admin gaming?
Bye, my boy. When will you do a face cam at 1 trillion subscribers?
What up, admin?
Oh, GG.
Dude with nukes.
I do have an Xbox One. I do. Don't you think? Don't think. OP drops. You might have your subs on private, but let me know. I appreciate you subbing.
James Bond shiz. So it's Claus. Mexa says that they come out in 3 a.m. or like
Hopefully.
an hour.
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully.
All right, peace out, admin. Dude, that guy really wants a freaking selfie.
I'm giving it to him.
Claus, I'm gonna get drunk.
You better have taken it by now.
What up, Pris?
Do you sell modded accounts? I do not. Sup, my boy? Rutger, what's poppin'? What's up? I'm just here chilling, bruh. Oh my god, one more? You think I made him money?
Damn it, Claus invited me to his yacht again. Helvete. It's Javla Fita Swedish, it is. Claus, man.
Yo, Nika Domingo, I appreciate the sub. How much for a modded account? It's free, because I don't know how to do it.
Peace
How's
out,
it
Elliot.
Popping? It's popping good. Is your account modded? No, it's not. Yo, Wolf, do a custom game, my boy. Custom game. RPG versus Insurgents. Let's go.
Everyone wants to get in on that selfie.
Claus, you're drunk. Sphinx, you're drunk. I can tell this is you because you have the more feminine body. Shout out to Blue Wolf Gaming, boy.
Wait, I'm a translate. You might not want
the
this.
triangles. Yeah, deny. You just found out that I'm a part of the Illuminametry. Helvete. Nokia 7. Sphinx, do you want to tell Nokia 7 our rig?
Yeah. It's just a Nokia. We're running this off Nokia 7s, literally.
The Motorola 8. No, but tell him for real. Sphinx?
Ryzen 1600 X, Asus GTX 1070, 16 gigabytes of
market cooling.
16 gigabytes of RAM, and an SSD. That's it. That's basically it.
Whoa, it's really not that much, Nokia. Truly.
Du har en jävla fita.
It's a decent build.
Mex says du har en jävla fita. What does that mean? I don't know.
Hello, Titan. I appreciate the sub. I don't know what it means.
Actually, I do know what it means. It's almost to. Oh my god, that's how drunk I am. Jävla fita.
What happened?
I jumped over the railing, and since I'm drunk, I freaking fell on my face.
Let's do it.
Claw's still drinking. Nice.
You mean Xbox 4th of July new cars? Hopefully before.
Action.
Yo, gameplay lover, I'm trying to reply to all comments, my boy. What do you mean? What's up, Desire? Pushi me Kurat Sphinx.
What the hell?
What Lucia said.
Do you really want?
Shout out to Ariel James, boy. I appreciate the love.
What happened to Claus? He like went in his yacht. He like disappeared on my screen.
No, I'm getting a little tipsy, boy. Hey, Pipe Pie Master, I appreciate the sub. Thank you. Unturned Master, please what? Nathan Noble, you sent work for no reason.
Hey, Claus invited us.
You forgot the power supply. Oh. What's our power supply?
Yours is different than mine. Oh wait, no it isn't.
Really?
No, we've got
EVJ 650 GQ.
Yeah, exactly. Marco says hi, Mexus.
I know it because my closet's open, and I have all my boxes in there.
You just like glanced in.
And that's one that I have. Well, I can see everything except for my processor and my keyboard.
Yeah.
But yeah. I just have all my boxes. Why not? You know. Do you still have all yours?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. My mom's like, throw that ish away. And I was like, crap. I only kept like the coolest ones. The motherboard and the freaking graphics card.
Graphics card.
Yeah, that's it. Those are the most important parts. So.
The odd one out. What you call tipsy is what I call wasted. You do have a point.
Oh, Mex is sighted in Claws. Helvetete.
Dang, we got the animal squad right here, boy. Like I said, if you guys haven't already, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, because I do stream every single day. And something I want to say, can we get Luis Vlogs to 100 subscribers today? He is 11 subscribers away. Let's go. I want to see it happen. I'll give you guys a cookie.
Do I have a fidget spinner? No, man. Helvete, nine.
No thanks, Aero Titan. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Dude, we need a creepy pasta.
Jeff the Killer. Ooh, that was a direct hit, bro.
Helvete, that was a... Oh, crap. Alright, I'll take this side. Do you think like
he's stuck. He's stuck, bro.
Damn it, this is the game where I realized I need a keyboard really bad. There we go.
Oh, God.
Yeah, fool. Oh, Jesus.
We had 91. Aw, snap.
Chris, I don't have a
fidget
fidget spinner.
Snap.
Oh, crap. Oh, my hand. Is it really reasonable to drop freaking that much money? Oh, crap. Oh, he just drove off. Yeah, it's probably smart.
Yeah, because he was taking hella
yeah.
hits.
Can you do a giveaway? Maybe eventually. What up, Saw? You do that?
Definitely.
Marco. Yeah, definitely. What? Oh god, why didn't you tell me? Oh, I was so close. I was so close to dying. You should have told me someone was up here. Jav la fita.
My moan wasn't enough?
No?
Really?
Yeah. That can mean many things.
Come on.
Oh. Helvete. Oh, I hate this freaking mouse pad. Can I use this desk? Yeah, I can use this desk, no mouse pad. Alright, screw it. David is hella laggy. Yeah, his ping is over the freaking roof.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but Luis is only 8 subscribers away from 100. Your moan could mean something sexual. Odd one out. You're the odd one out. Stop talking, boy. And real quick, if you guys haven't helped me out, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, subscribble. I love it when my people subscribble.
Oops. Alright, peace out, Chris. We'll play it later, Chris, if you want.
What?
Well, not like later today, but Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah.
That's a good game. I'm actually pretty good at Jason.
I'm not.
We'll get better, son.
I feel like I got wrecked on my first game. That could have been good practice.
Well, you've only played twice, haven't you?
Yeah, but like my
So
first game that could have been practice.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything.
Helvete.
Yo, I'm taking hella damage. I'm done
Jesus
for.
Christ. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, but I killed someone. Dodge.
Oh, yes.
If I get
I
hit,
took someone out.
If I get hit, I am exploded.
It is the same thing. Sphinx, what do you call those things at the end of your shoelaces?
Aglets.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Phineas and Ferb.
Oh.
They made a whole episode about it.
They're just making aglets?
They sung a song.
Oh!
I almost made it up there. Dang it, Claus. That's all your fault.
Oh, hell yes. It's just me and this guy. Yes!
Yo, gameplay lover, I'm not giving out my Discord out at the moment.
Oh god, no. I'm done. I gotta get out.
I'm coming out for you, bro.
I took out 2 people, but that's pretty good. What up, Soder brother?
Come on.
Soder brother.
No! Oh, dang it.
I need a new freaking truck. This one's about to...
The Aglet song.
That's how you do that. It's like I saw that episode. What a weird show. It was actually alright. It wasn't a bad show.
Which show?
Phineas and Ferb.
It wasn't bad at all. I liked it. I enjoyed it. 12 minutes left for the update. I don't know about that. Yo, Jeffy Unhun. Where are you getting that type of information? There's so many bugs in my room, bro. This ain't
Oh, hell
cool.
yes.
You got him?
Oh, so close. Oh!
Gameplay lover, I have a Facebook. You can contact me there.
He's good at the jukes. Oh, I got him. Yes, I got him. He's on the corner.
Oh, he fell.
Did he?
He lived.
Not in my screen. Oh, now he fell.
Decent.
Hell yes.
Oh, I saw him fall.
That's how you do it, boys.
Hashtag mom, Phineas and Ferb is building a roller coaster.
Making a title
Come
sequence.
on. Bro, just call the SWAT team. What do you mean by that? Hunter Alexis, I appreciate you subscribing. I do, no. Hunter, I appreciate the sub. Elliot, you're the biggest troll ever, my bro. Can you shout me out again so I can get 70 subs? Shout out to John Parks, boy.
John Parks. Related to Rosa Parks.
You're playing are now Vincent DeMeyer. I'm not sure, my boy. I'm not sure.
Alright, after this, Nexus, you know.
Really?
You know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
I'll you know handle it out a little bit longer though.
Do you actually think the cars are coming out later?
I think it's possible.
I think you're possible. Dang, dude.
Duh.
Biggest compliment I've ever given you. Oh my. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh god.
The freaking lag, dude.
Flash before
Yeah.
my eyes.
Turns out. Oh god, my life is ruined.
Oh no. No. Rip. Someone get him off me.
Come on.
Get him.
Kill
off
him,
me.
kill him, kill him, kill him.
Safety.
Oh god, that was so dope. It like flipped around me.
Help. Help. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, they took everyone out except for you and me, dude.
No, no, no. Claus is here.
F class. I'm kidding. Oh god.
Oh god. No, Claus.
Yo, I'm scared, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Is it just me?
Helvete. Is Claus alive? Nah, he got taken out.
No. Okay, they're both in front. They're all in front. Let it rain, boy. Hey, McDevin's music. I appreciate the sub.
All right, watch out.
Nice. IGP just subscribed. Thank you. Oh, he turtled.
Yeah. Damn it, that was like a.
Ah.
He's probably changing right now. Watch out. Shoot him.
I know. Come on, one more. Oh.
Oh god. No. Damn it.
I
Helvete.
killed myself.
Jävla fita.
Oh, what a horrible ending. What a horrible ending. I'm not happy with that. Odd one out. You're right. The sex bots are back, which means it's lit. Mexican, is that true, boy? Yo, Brian, my boy. How's everything going? Non-importación. I appreciate the sub.
Thanks, Marcos. The odd one South. What does that mean?
All I'm saying is that Luis Vlogs is 3 subscribers away from 100. Everyone help that mother fluffer out.
Luis unsubbed. Boom. Boom, boom, but, shazoom. Helvete. Hey, what up, Soder, brother? Alright, let's take out these peasants.
Yo, they're 2 supercars. I mean, technically 4.
McJust.
Hey, I love you, my boy.
Dude, McNugget is back on. After like 2 days ago's incident. You remember?
What happened again?
This freaking kid. Remember? He would like kill us. Like we wanted to do the 5-star challenge or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, like Ick Jest, right?
Yeah.
Is he still like my friend?
I don't know.
Like, is he like on right now?
Yeah, he's playing with us.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Claus, yeah, he's chill.
Was Klaus with us?
I don't think so.
Okay. And he just ran me to a freaking. I hate him.
Claus is like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry for what I did. I hate him. Do you think that Tour was better than Mex's at GTA? Tour? Who's Tour?
Who's Tour?
No
Soul
idea.
Drill, I appreciate the sub.
Rose, who's Tour? Let me know. Helvete. Mexa Sphinx, thanks for being such great friends I've never met. Admin Gaming, no problem.
Hey, Admin Gaming, I love you. Yo, the sex bots are back, boy. Gaming with TK, I appreciate the sub, boy. Cars come out Tuesday. Brandon, Tuesday.
Am I better than Mex at GTA? I don't. Probably not.
I did not.
Definitely not. Definitely. Definitely not at racing.
Oh, we're all up here right now, bro.
Take him out. Oh, yes.
Oh, you pushed me up.
That wasn't me.
Up there.
That wasn't me. Oh, yeah, we took him out. Yeah, it was freaking ready.
Did we get him there?
Yeah, we got him.
Did we get him there? There we go. Luis Vlogs says 100 subs. Let's go. Luis Vlogs, the thing is, though, you have to upload. You haven't uploaded in like 3 weeks. Why am I helping you out?
Dang! Calling you out.
People want to see your content, bro. People want to see your vlogs, your life.
Luis is being a freaking lias right now. Not uploading videos.
Brian, I did play Pokemon Go for very, very little. Like, I think I got to like level 3. 300 likes. Ayo.
Good luck, Marcos.
The German gamer, it's okay, my boy. Don't worry.
The Deutsch Gamer. Blah, baby, blah, 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 blah. Is the German gamer McNugget? Oh, no, never mind.
Ouch! I already got hit, bro.
Yeah, I saw you fall, but you didn't die, right?
No.
Alright. Helvete. Wait. Yeah, wait. Let him take it.
Aw, dang, bro. What's he gonna do?
Watch out. No, don't shoot it.
Don't shoot.
We need it for protection.
How do we get it?
What do you mean? We could go down there and kill them with RPGs and stuff. Damn it! What's my favorite sport? Hockey, Rose. It's the best sport.
No, he likes baseball.
Rose?
No, you.
Me?
Yo, we got Jake Paul all up in here. We got the Jake Paul.
No problem, Marcos. The Jake Paul.
If there were new cars, they would come out at 214. Jeffrey, why 214?
That's 4 minutes from now. Well, it depends, I guess, where you are, but...
I mean, no matter what, it's 4 minutes from now.
Yeah. I mean, unless he's talking about... Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's true.
Shut up.
Oh, God. I was about to jump off this thing.
Yeah.
He was coming right towards me.
Lead your shots, boy.
Here we go.
Oh, that sucked. Cool stream. I appreciate that, Jake Paul.
I led the hell out of that shot.
Hi, Jake. Sup, Mexican? Sup, Zake? How's it going, my boy? Dang, rejected.
Yeah.
Behind us.
Yeah, behind us.
Oh, how'd I miss that?
Oh,
no, you pushed him straight into me.
Yeah, but it was away from
Get
us.
rid of him.
That was dope,
Yo,
though.
here I am in the corner thinking I'm
Oh,
safe.
God, that guy's gonna fall. Oh, why is he standing? Oh, God. Freaking McNugget really wants to steal one. I know how to fix, yeah. I'll get on Skype when I can. Rose Fitch loves baseball. What team, Rose? The American gamer. Yeah, he's not admin gaming anymore. Or admin games. Sinks, have you ever met another Swedish love guru?
Oh, I just died.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't die, but holy cow. I hate that. I always just kill myself.
How many subs do you have, Jake Paul?
Hey, Dodgers. Same, Rose. It's good. Bedurnik.
Clips, how do you know?
Damn it. What? And our guy's AFK. Rip. We're done. How's it going? It's going good. Now people are just throwing random times in. Yeah, I know.
He's here.
I know, Wendell. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's back and playing. He didn't even have an RPG.
He still doesn't.
I don't have Skype, Dave. Type on Steam your Skype name when you want.
I love GTA. Yo, GTA 5 player, I love you.
Bleh, Dodgers. Saw you do that. You're from North Carolina, you said? I don't know. The East Coast.
That's not how you play.
The East Coast is like a blur to me, basically. Do I play Pokemon Go? I used to. I played for like a week.
I played for less than a day.
I cannot get into mobile games.
You never have been.
Ever. You know? I just can't.
Yeah.
Low gamer, Teen 10, neither. Rose Fitch.
I got into Madden Mobile pretty heavy.
Yeah, I remember.
like really heavy. Like it overtook my life, bro.
Yeah.
It was an addiction that could not be cured. Yo, Luis, I got you, bro. But bro, you gotta upload.
Sauter, what part of Sweden, man?
Anthony, it's fine. Forget about it. Wink, wink, Anthony.
Sauter, I'm jealous.
So guess what? Guess what?
Me and you too saw you do that. What? I'm guessing.
I have this dude talking about hacking.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have this dude saying that he wants to donate $200. Okay.
Oh damn. Yeah.
And then I have this dude saying, hey, for some reason he can't donate $200, and that he wants me to click on a link to figure out what's wrong.
Seems legit. Yeah. Yes. Oh, took out some guy. At least I took out David.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, 3 of us are freaking raccoon. Stockholm.
I live in the Netherlands. It's The Hague.
Stockholm? That's the big old capital.
You can't wait to go to Florida. You just gotta do something.
Luis, wait to go to Florida. Trust me.
Shut up.
But we can maybe add Discord if you want. I don't know, Dave. I'm sketched out by that stuff. Dude, I can't donate $10 trillion. Please give me your social security.
I want to know how this is clickbait. Hey, we got Logan Paul all up in here too. L bro N, I appreciate the love. Yo, shout out to Game On. Justice, neither do I. Not a lot, Mace, not a lot. Do you have RNG? I don't know what that means. Foxy Snaps is not Rockstar's Frosty Clips. If you think Foxy Snap works for Rockstars and is showing all that code, then you are wrong.
What's my favorite car in GTA 5?
That's a hard one.
Hello. Oh god, both sides. That was close. I don't know, man. Where am I from? Gothenburg.
Gothenburg.
Sphinx so lucky. I know, I barely made that class.
Clips, he's not the only one that showed us the new cars. I showed the new cars too. It's not hard.
But really, Southern California. Los Angeles, I mean.
Dang, wrecked, bro.
Alright, no problem, Rose. Helvete. OMG, I was like, no. Oh, no! Ah. I wonder if anybody's, like, made that.
Enough to support my family.
Dang, did they take us all out? Jesus Christ.
The dude told me to click on the link, said, it helps me sleep to send $200, wink, wink. Yeah, sure. We have some beef in the chat. Philip, a French soccer legend, nice defender, nice GTA 5 streamer, and surprisingly nice English speaker. Yo, Paul, how's it going, my boy?
That's the guy who's still calling you the flare.
Yeah,
nice.
Gaming TK, how's so, my boy?
Did I not like? How come I can't like? German gamer, the Deutsch Gamer. Yeah, those aren't obviously.
Speak the Deutsch.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Haha, okay. You choose if you want to.
Deutsch.
All right, Dave, I'll choose. My favorite car is the Hot Knife. Hot Knife's a good car. It was like one of the pre-order specials, wasn't it?
That's Speak the Deutsch.
The Karma and the Love Me. Is that Troll Gamers or is that Doom Gaming? Sphinx is from the heavens. I am saw you do that. I'm from the fatherland. What console am I on? Zach. PC.
The German gamer said, yes, I speak German, but you're not fluent.
But you... not fluent. You're not fluent, mean. You don't need to donate. I have closed a deal for him in a Russian team, 10 million euros per year.
That's true. That's true.
Nice.
He signed me to 3 million my first year, 5 million the second year, and then 10 million the third year if I have 30 appearances.
My favorite
I am
song.
rich now.
GTA Customizer. What up?
What time the car's coming out? Hopefully in like another 40 minutes.
It's two gamesters.
Hopefully.
Yeah. My favorite song is The Sweet Sound
Of Sweet Revenge. Yo, Nicholas Dutch, have a great night's sleep, boy.
Guten,
Paul, I don't know him either.
Guten Tag, Nicholas Deutsch. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Hi, dude. I'm gonna say I am not fluent. You're pronouncing this all jacked up.
You're
The speak of the Deutsch.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch.
The sprechen le Deutsch.
He's not fluent, but you're Pruno Osuing it.
Spartan who?
Your Pruno suing is all jacked up, dude.
Anthony, you're good, my boy. What do you need help with? Let me know. What do you need help?
For Merkel, guys. Never heard of it. Never heard of it?
I don't like my team.
I like my team. I got Wiggling, I got Claus, I think, is that David in the back? Yeah, David. You got the German guy? What do you mean you don't like your team?
Started my channel today. Has been 3 weeks since I've started my channel. Shout out to El Bro. Yo, Paul, I appreciate the sub, my boy. I'm kind of sad you weren't sub before.
GT, you got what up, what
Yo,
up?
Pews, roast me, bro.
Who?
PewDiePie. I
PewDiePie.
want PewDiePie to roast me.
Oh, you know what? I think I got PewDiePie right here in my house. Hey, PewDiePie, Felix, you want to come? You want to come talk to Mexes in the stream?
Yeah, okay.
How's it going, bros? My name is PewDiePie. PewDiePie. Oh, you're leaving? Oh, okay. Yeah, he had to leave. Sorry, guys. Oh, well. Felix Shelberg.
But what is he doing on Friday?
We're going back to Svergi.
Yeah, but what segment is he doing on Friday?
There's only one person who just, yeah, Rose. We're supposed to take out those helos, right? Oh, that guy's gonna try to get off and snipe us at the maze bank. Uh-oh. Watch out for maze bank troll. The Masters, what up from Greece? I am firm. Helvete. Jävla pizza.
Dang it, no. No.
How did you die? Oh, you got, okay, good. I'm hoping you die because you're on the wrong team. Am I secretly PewDiePie? Yeah. I am from Gothenburg. What up, the three masters from the Isle of Crete?
Hey, Japish, I appreciate the sub, my boy.
I got peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head.
Xbox,
What up, Samin?
Sean, I appreciate the subscription.
Dang it, where are these freaking peasants? I am from Gothenburg. Gothenburg.
I'm Savage. I swear I have not seen your comments.
I call him
Mike
Mikey
Savage.
D.
Hey, I mean, you shouldn't get mad. It's kind of hard to read every single comment. But, you know, whatever.
Come on, get closer, man. Get closer! Oh, God, the helicopters take a freaking beating.
Mike Savage, I'm not trying to.
I'm not trying to be. Are you in love with the Coco?
Fuck, F-boy, you want me to talk to you?
Nice.
You want me to answer your question when you're talking to me like that?
Jab la fita.
Jabla, fla, fla.
Alright, we can't take this freaking guy out. I shot. Oh no! No! Damn it! What level am I? And think Pomp goes the weasel's not appropriate for children.
Hey, we won.
Everyone, thanks Samin.
Anthony, I told you I will not add you. Hello, when Sphinx died, he dabbed in midair.
Did we win?
Nope.
How the hell? Oh crap! This is really hard.
How's it going, bro?
And you disrespected your team.
It's PewDiePie.
But am I still streaming?
Oh no, bro. Let me check.
It crashed, but it's up like really quick.
Yeah, you're still up.
It might be back on.
Fridays with PewDiePie.
He barely even says it. He just kind of like, I don't know. Oh god. Come on. Character. Oh, my character's so dumb. Stupid.
You died?
Yeah. My character decided to get out of the freaking passenger seat. Like, why? Get out of the freaking... Alright, I have to go pee.
Alright, bro. Have fun. Have fun.
It's just out my window, bro. Bruv. Are you hyped for the new cars?
I forgot about that.
Ow! I just stepped on my foot. PewDiePie's still out of ideas. Yeah.
Yo, we're wrecking you, boy!
Okay.
Yo, you guys got wrecked, bro! Get effing wrecked. Now we have Roman Atwood. Dope, we got the whole fam here. The German gamer, it is family friendly. Calm down. Cool, boys. I appreciate you guys proing this. Janoski, I appreciate the love. Bum, 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 bum. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to turn on post notifications because we do stream every single day. Do I know FusiTube? I do know FusiTube. Fridays with PewDiePie.
Jesus. Helvete.
Helvete.
But the stream went down.
Yo, we beat you, bro.
He was so out of ideas. He played the game. He played Roblox. Bro, don't die. I ain't gonna try. Just because I don't have pie.
LinkedIn, if you are, bad boys and girls. Good job, John Parse. Jabla flita.
Jabla. Alright, Rose cake. No, I have to go pee.
I'll get pewed here. Sounds good, Jake Paul.
Bam.
Roman, no.
Yeah. Swedish Inferno 1. I remember you.
Yeah, same here, bro. I remember. Yo, Zachary, I appreciate the sub. Yeah. No
Wait, what's
problem.
LTS?
Last team standing.
Yeah, that one. Dude, UV, there's nothing wrong with pewds, man.
Yeah, UV.
Trigger sound.
Shout out to Unpopular Maniac. Dakota Turner, damn right they are. I appreciate you watching. I will give them warning. Good job, Justice. More rounds.
Thanks, Swedish Inferno.
Paul said you are a great defender. You don't have to be afraid of mosquitoes.
Shout out to Swedish
Inferno.
Inferno.
The crap out of me.
You don't like him? Why not, UV? He's cool, man. Or are you just on the hate bandwagon? I used to. I watched him. I was on the watch bandwagon. Then I was on the hate bandwagon. And then he started.
Now you're like, he's all right.
Yeah. Then I'm like, he's doing what he likes. You know, he's making videos about stuff he likes.
Reactions now.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's all reactions.
I really like him as a person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I like this team. I like it very much.
We ain't got no claws. All right. Looks like the frickin'
And we're down a person.
the raccoons are going up. Hey, what up, Rage Fox? Who? Felix Shellberg, GTA.
Tomorrow, Janoski.
GTA Customizer. I'm talking about Felix Shellberg. You know, one of your nationals.
Yo, we got PewDiePie in the chat, bro.
Oh God, did Logan Paul just rename himself?
Probably.
Yeah, I didn't like him for a
Shout out
bit.
to Unpopular Maniac, bro. I appreciate all the love you've been showing me.
But I don't want to sound all like lame subscribery, but we would watch PewDiePie before he was like huge, you know?
300,000 subscribers is when we started watching him.
Yeah, you showed him to me. Like I was watching Syndicate, the Syndicate project. And okay, do you watch PewDiePie? And I was like, no. And we watched Bong Chong Dong Ghost.
And,
I think that was one of his newest videos at the time.
Thing ever, bro.
It was so funny. I was like, this guy's amazing. And I watched him for a long time.
When he hits his knee, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yo, Unpopular Maniac, stop promoting your channel, bro.
Yeah. Well, nostalgia's hell of a
Friend
drug.
Jake says that this stream is lit. That's what PewDiePie.
Nice.
I didn't know you were friends with Jake Paul.
Yeah, I thought they, kind of had like a...
Dang!
What?
I just got hella sniped. Yo, they're on top of the house.
Yeah, I can see they're all like bunched up. There's a guy like
Yeah.
trying to flank or something. I'm gonna go for him. Got him. Got him! Can we both... I have watched Peas playing Rocket League with Jelly. I don't know who any of that is. Jelly? What did I miss? Nothing much.
A YouTuber.
I'm Jelly. Where they at?
Yo, Unpopular Maniac, I'm giving you one more chance before I time you out. Stop. DBC Gaming, what's poppin', my bro? Yo, odd one out. Sounds good. I don't know. I think he is an F-boy.
I like how PewDiePie is like space pi space E. How do I not know Jelly?
I don't remember that.
How do I not know? Well, I don't really look for like new YouTubers, you know? Like
I mean, he's got like 1 mil or 2 mil.
I've just basically stuck with the ones that I've been subbed to for like 3 years. I haven't really subbed to like any new people. I don't know why. You are not Jelly. Jelly is stuck on GTA gaming.
What's up, Jace Fart?
Shout out to this is SWE Inferno, aka
Savage Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski. That was I love monsters.
Loves you.
UV's like Jelly's got 6 mil, son.
Yo, Jelly is the crap.
I thought it was insane. He started up. I feel like everyone started playing Minecraft. Started out playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the big YouTubers.
Got them big.
Yeah. What up, Decro? From Australia, mate.
And what pisses me off is that me and Sphinx played days worth of Minecraft.
Yeah, we like
And I believe we had like funny stuff going on all the time.
Yeah.
And we never uploaded it. Never recorded it.
Yeah. Effing radio.
But we're out here. Yo, watch us climb to the top when Red Dead Redemption comes out. Believe that. Justin Torres, how so? How so? I have a dig big. You that read wrong. You read that wrong too. You did it again. You read it again just to make sure. Ha ha ha. Yo, Luis, F you. I got all that right, boy. Hi from England. What's up, Nadine?
Nadine.
Donovan, of course I do.
From the United Kingdom.
Justin, when did I say that I have the new cars? Tell me when.
Justin, you want a Rumble, son? You want a Royal Rumble?
Justin, when did I say that, boy? Where's the clickbait, boy?
No. Justin didn't say clickbait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Never mind.
I want to know where.
Rumble? Oh, freaking Logan Paul's in my chat. Nice. Helvete.
No, keeping place. Yes, you would.
Do I know Jack Sect? I know who he is because of PewDiePie. And I know he plays.
Justin, I don't even know what that sentence is supposed to mean. Yo, we should really play freaking the freaking running back game again.
Yeah, that's dope. Damn it. Okay, so after this game. Helvete. Mex is trying to be funny is really funny, says UV. Wow.
UV, I don't appreciate the hate you're showing me.
I thought he was gonna wreck you, but he actually.
England is my city. Or the Carcel United I sent in my long time ago. Just rumble. I know, Justin, but you're saying that I'm doing clickbait, so why would I want to play with you? Oh!
Get out of here, man. We're trying to kill people.
Jess versus Runner. Yo, Klaus, can you do that again? Top Gun? Top Gun is fun.
Helvete.
You should visit California. I mean, considering I live in California.
Who said that?
GTA 5 player. Cali is my country, said Adolf Hitler.
Dude, I need to visit California. I need to get out of.
Hi, Javon.
I need to get out of Sweden for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get out of Gothenburg.
Is that so?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
Helvete.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jävla fita.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are we so spread out?
I don't know.
I need a really
You
good gun.
visit Los Angeles. I'm already there, bro. Do you live in California? Me too. Yes, I do.
Sphinx, would you like to be my assistant in the guru business? Yeah. I'll join you, saw you do that.
German Gamer, I skipped over the whole comment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just ended your whole career.
Here's a big shout down to Dave RN. AKA this.
Yo, I wish I could get shout downs.
Yeah. I only give you shout ups.
Have you told people yet that you give unlimited shout downs for just a small donation of
How
$10?
the hell? Is that Klaus? Yeah. Is Klaus in our team? Yeah, heat, says Logan.
Yeah.
Is that a thing Logan Paul says?
Yeah, heat.
Is it? Guy in the open, shoot, Mexis. Helvete. They can see us, so they know you're there.
I'm off the radar.
Oh, give me a shut up. Shut up to Dave RN. Dang, nice kill. Alright, let's own this fool. You go that way, I'll go this way. I'm gonna flank him.
Dang it.
Helvete. I'm getting freaking grenaded.
Yo, they got 4 more peeps.
Okay, there's a guy over there.
Oh, meme, really? I had no idea. I truly thought that the real PewDiePie and the real Jake Paul were in my live stream.
What the hell?
I'm on PC, DJ Flame.
Ah, damn it, I had to reload.
Real quick, if you guys haven't, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, because we do this thing. Hell.
Taco Bell was banned by freaking Lee's Vlogs. Jesus Christ.
And Justin, how do you know that, Justin? How do you know that?
Give that. What up to Decro, aka Rush Gaming?
Yeah, boy. It's nice out in Highland, but there is a neighborhood thought.
Oh, is this just one kill? You're dead?
Yeah.
Helvete. Luis control, dude. Yeah. Freaking
I'm gonna
Luis.
take a shower to relax. Sounds good, Justice.
I'm pretty sure it was a joke, bro. Right, Tonka Bear?
It's not Illuminati. You are a Juventus fan. It is Illuminati.
Juventus.
Mass Effect. How so, my boy? How so? You read on the old forum, so you're telling me the old forum somewhere tells the future? Alright, dude. Sounds good. Sounds good, bro. Totally believe that, Justin.
Some dope beatboxes.
Hey, Matthew, what's up, my boy?
What up, Rosefitch? What up, Rosefitch? What up?
I am Sparta.
Do I know next tracker?
Yo, I've
I
got
don't.
an awesome watermark on my videos now.
Dope. I was gonna burp dope, but didn't work. Yeah?
Yeah.
Helvete.
Job, love. Yo, Melanie, what's up, my girl? How's it going?
Yeah, Yuvi,
What's up?
I want to know if he was joking or not. I'm pretty sure that was a joke.
Place, I appreciate you.
Helvete, it's all the way up there.
McGregor versus Mayweather. Who I got? Yo, I'm going for the underdog, bro. I'm going for McGregor.
I want McGregor to win, but I'm thinking...
I'll put down
Floyd.
1K on McGregor.
I'll put down 50.
50 cents.
Hey, thanks, Luis.
Yeah, I appreciate
Luigi.
the love, admin. 20 minutes if they come out tonight. What do you mean, mini cheese?
Be a Cheeto
Oh, yeah,
logo?
yeah. If they come out tonight, they're coming out in 20 minutes. Yo, Rockstar could surprise the world, bro. They could show us they're not greedy, bro.
All cars?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it might not show up. Most likely.
You don't think even one?
Not even one. Hey, thanks, Nathan. Be a Cheeto? Why Cheeto, Luis? See,
Pete, how so, bro? How so?
how so,
I
bro?
wanna know. Wait, there's someone named Mexis, and they have my logo. It's okay, silly.
Yeah.
Silly, is that you, boy? Are you copying me, boy?
Helvete. Jesus, I'm not even...
And how do they know Swedish?
Who?
Because we're multilingual,
Oh,
bro.
crap. He was off the radar.
Hey,
Helvete! Jovafita!
Where was he? Ow! Get out of here, McJuggerNugget. Your boy Jason, I'm in the stream with Facecam at 1 trillion subscribers. Zliz Gaming, what did I miss? Admin Gaming, you're the only mod in the chat, so don't let me down. No, I lost my weapon!
Shoutouts to
Dang
Rose
it.
Fitch.
Not yet, Adrian. Nathan Young, I appreciate the subscription, my boy. Sorry, man, I am in school, can't join you. That's okay, silly, that's okay.
Doom.
Hey, the dude is like, hey, if you want to see his face, he doesn't need a face cam. Just Google Felipe Mexis.
Nice.
Do you have Twitter or Insta? Neither. I have a Facebook in the description.
What up,
Yo,
Doom Gaming?
Pyro, damn right, admin. You got this, boy. Yo, Drew, what up, boy? See you later, silly. Go kill it at school. The odd one out Twitter. Odd one out Twitter. That's what I think too. But let me tell you, in the UFC, which obviously they're all not, you know, professional, you know, even GOAT boxers. But from what I've seen, and I'm a pretty big McGregor fan too, McGregor ain't terrible at boxing.
Yeah, I want McGregor to win. I really want him to win.
He
I hope he
terrible.
wins. I want him to win, man.
Obviously, he's no boxer, but still. A little bit of training, and I think he has a possibility, a chance. As small as it may be, there's always a chance.
Grazie, Rosefice.
Do you know how much Mayweather's gonna make?
Hundreds of millions, probably.
400 mil.
There you
About.
go. About. Just a bit.
And he already made like somewhere around that purse with the Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
So with this fight, it will push his net worth over 1 billion. Is that not the gnarliest thing ever?
Yeah.
Bro, 1v1. 1v1. So much time and I can't perfect it. Yo, how did you help me, Sphinx?
Me?
Yeah, what did he say?
Usual, just like freaking spam.
Yeah. I think he's mad that we caught him.
Yeah.
Sphinx?
Who?
Uh-oh. Stream offline? No, we're good. The guy that said that bad word?
Yeah.
He was the guy asking me to click on links. and he wanted to donate $200, but for some reason he was getting hacked and he wanted me to help him.
He needs to get a freaking hobby, dude.
I know.
Stop going on streams, get a hobby, go to school, do something.
Your mom went to college. Why don't you try it, Anthony? That's ridiculous, though, don't you think?
Yeah. Hi to Nikite.
God, there's so many.
Nikite.
Get out of here. Get. So many mosquitoes. Yo, it's Liz. At the moment, I don't make much. I really, really don't. Yo, mean blue bloods, I love you, boy. Almost halfway there to 35K, boy. Couldn't do it without the haters. Can't have the positive without the bad. Adrian, very little, very little. I'll check if the cars are out once we hit 3 o'clock. Sweet Inferno. Sphinx needs to learn Swedish. What? He already knows Swedish.
Helvete. Yeah.
He's taking 10 million per year for plain and simple. He is not making money from videos.
Who?
Me. I don't know how long Paul is gonna keep this up.
Helvete. I did, UV. Something to say hi to Niket? Nikite. Have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean 5? Is that the new one? I haven't.
Yeah, but I don't think it's out yet.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're wrong. Yo, Dakota, I love you, boy.
Who's wrong?
You.
Ah, hell yeah. Freaking Claus. He already has a freaking submachine gun. Why does he want another one? What the hell, Claus?
More ammo.
No, he had an Uzi. Why does he want an MP5? Just leave
More
the
ammo.
MP5 with me.
It's amazing. Watch Pirates.
How the hell is everyone over here so quick? Oh hell yeah, Claus got him. Hell yeah. That's what I call an Australian drive-by.
An Australian drive-by. Yeah, I'm Australian, mate.
Australian, mate.
I'm Australian, mate. Gotta throw some shrimps on the barbie.
Thanks, GTA. Thanks, Swede.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Is this guy in a car?
Still stuck. Oh no. Oh. The embarrassment.
Okay. WTF. Thanks. Claus. Nice. Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Grazie, Svergi. I'm gonna see Pirates of the Caribbean #5 today. Actually, it's not hashtag. That's the number sign. Hashtags don't exist.
Yeah, boy. Can you tell me where you live?
Boom.
I live in California. Ooh! I got myself a supercar. No, I don't. Yo, we destroyed this one, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
The German gamer, I appreciate it. Let me tell you, I do show the new cars, though. Yo, King Place, whatever you want, baby girl.
Baby girl.
Female Gaming, what's up? You live in Coachella? Vortex, I want my $100, dude. Don't talk to me.
Bro, are you a furry if you're KYS? No religion.
Vortex is the guy that was like, hey, I'll give you $100 right now if you win this race. And guess what I did?
Yeah.
I won that race, and guess with how many people?
How many?
A full lobby.
A full freaking lobby?
No, you didn't. Klaus is a little liar. He did not kill them all. I killed one. And then guess what? I won that race, and then he just dips. He just doesn't say anything forever. He waits like 30 minutes, and then he just comments like nothing ever happened.
Damn.
You don't ask for it.
Bro,
don't ask for it.
are you-
Be normal.
Rush, I ain't
Javon, where? I'm
furry.
sorry that I don't see everyone. Anthony, yes I did. You said a bad word, boy. Why'd you say a bad word, boy? Don't say a
What a
bad
mess.
word, Anthony. Boy. Boy? Who do you think you are, boy? Little boy? Anthony, little boy? Yo, Zach, see you later, my boy. I freaking love having you here.
That guy's making freaking more accounts. Helvete.
Who?
The weirdo.
The guy?
Yeah, Antonio, who freaking likes WWE for some reason.
Oh. But like, you think the guy?
No, I don't know. For some reason, he just really doesn't like Luis.
I like Luis.
Same.
Luis has a problem though.
Oh God, Luis.
He argues with irrelevant people when, like, I know you can't see me, but Luis is up here, and I'm putting my hand up high.
Dang, you're putting it all the way on the floor. He's all the way down there.
Up high, and then there are other people down here, and he's arguing with.
Yeah.
Please don't waste your time, bro. Truly, Luis, it's not worth wasting your time. Yo, German Gamer, you got that right. We live stream every single day.
Jesus, how
no
long?
days off.
Freaking
At least
time?
for me. Sphinx is every other day, and that's just some strong advice.
Yeah.
I made him famous once. It's about to happen twice.
I'm consistently inconsistent. There you go. Am I a furry? No, I'm not. Tekro, what up with the weird questions, man? Is it a big thing in Australia to be a furry, mate? Mate, please say
Anthony,
no. I'm
what's
not.
up, little boy?
Don't worry, I'm not, and I don't understand people who are. But whatever, man. Dekra, if you want to do it, I won't judge you, man. Crap, let's take this guy out. Damn it. I can't quite reach him. Dang, alright, we got him. Crap, I'm typing! Aw, damn it, his claw's dead.
Oh no.
What the hell? He's shooting from the roof of his car? Seems legit.
Almost took him out.
Damn it.
Inori, I know, bro. I know, he's just leaving again.
Claus, I'm a furry. Yeah.
Anthony, I don't believe you, little boy. You little boy. You little boy, Anthony.
Rage Fox, I'm a furry, Tekro. Helvete. The coffin. Nice.
Anthony, you little boy.
Antoine. Alright, Rush. Rip Rush. But damn it. Damn it. I got double teamed.
I got wrecked. New car should be gaming hopefully in 7 more minutes. I'm sure you will, Mike. AIGOR, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for the view, my boy.
Dave RN, you ain't Norse. You're freaking Swedish. Svergen. Svergi.
Will you still do car shows? Probably not today. Probably no car show today. German Gamer, yeah, you will. Mass Effect Andromeda, how do you know?
I heard that sucks.
Justin, what are you talking about? Yes, just have a great time. Have a great time. Sibling, maybe.
Why do people dress up like animals? Swedish is Swedish. Norsk. Norsk isn't Norsk Norwegian? I don't know.
I'm a Norwegian.
Nice.
That's how you speak Norwegish, right?
Yeah.
Go.
Thanks, Red Target. If you're a real account, if you're not,
Dope.
yeah.
What happened?
No, nothing. How can I see how old an account is? No problem, Dave RN. Swedish is Swedish. Norsk.
I'm in Texas, Ariel. Let's go real quick. Let me just remind you guys, if you guys haven't already, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to turn on post notifications because we stream every single day. Lorik, how do I not remember you? You're freaking awesome. Justin, oh crap, I'm dumb. How do I not realize I'm watching 5 minutes behind?
Hedge Sphinx Las Detta. What does that mean?
North or south of Minneapolis? I don't know.
Claus, do you have 56 more subs than me? That's why I like mix.
Mixes. Are they out? I don't know. We're gonna figure out in like 5 minutes.
It is a fake account. Nice.
King Police is saying Mex 6. Do you know that 11% of Fox's population in America have rabies?
Ravies?
I did not know that. That sucks.
Wait, how many?
11%. That's a lot.
Helvete.
Brandon, Teddy, I appreciate that.
Yeah, same here. 4K.
Yo, hello from Greece.
Yeah, Mr. 4.
Justice, not a lot, my boy.
Helvete. I do, UV. No, it is real.
Alright. Yo, rush them. Everyone get in my car. Sphinx.
Yeah.
Get in my car, bro.
Broy.
Boy.
Broy.
Right here.
Oh, you just freaking like lagged.
Bro.
Oh, you're
Just let me
driving?
get in at least. Kick me out.
Freaking,
Oh my god.
Jab la fita.
Screw that.
We don't get in this one. Helvete.
He's gonna kick me out.
I don't know which freaking fox you are.
Aussie, I want someone to type Aussie drive-by right now.
You ain't no Aussie, son. You can't do an Aussie drive.
Aussie drive-by. Someone just jumped out.
Oh crap! And then I got freaking hit. Helvete. Klaus is way back there. Damn it. Can I eat snacks? What are you talking about, Rush? Klaus is the only one who can do them drive-bys.
Oh god, yes. Explosives.
Decro, I saw that freaking rage comment, man.
I want to see it.
No, he retracted it. Oh, no, there it is.
Well, what do you mean, you bloody wanker? I'm as Australian as you can get. I go to Outback every Friday.
Nice. It's not Aussie. Red
Yo,
nose.
Anthony. Yeah, little boy. You're completely right, little boy, Anthony. Flickin' chicken, how so? Let me know, how so? You like sport cars or bunker cars? I like sport cars.
My car doesn't drive. What up, Meister?
Well, let's get this stream litty.
Yeah, Red Target, if you want to do a shout out, do a shout out.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, Rosevich. Samin, Decro's alright, man. He's a very triggered Aussie.
What do you mean? I put shrimps on my bobbies every day, boy.
Claus is like, what did he type? Mex's nice Aussie accent. It's so bad. I'm not even gonna try. Saying accent in an accent is really hard.
Justice, that's not true. This stream definitely got more views. I guarantee you. This stream's gonna be like 5K.
Claus, cover me, son. Oh crap, we're gonna get flanked. Hey, thanks, Red. Shout out to Swedish. Damn, you guys are hella. What the hell? Gay! Helvete. Davern Mexes, and Claus or PewDiePie. PewDiePie. Wrecked!
Timeout. You put me on timeout?
Yeah, son. You know there's no self-advertising. English, mother trucker, do you speak it?
Where? I don't know if they're out. We'll see after this game.
Yeah, I will. Sure. Just for you. Swedish Inferno. What was it called again?
Come on, Claus.
Claus. Javla fita.
WTF.
Do you guys have Gary's mod? We do. Actually, I do. I don't know about Mexes.
I'm kind of sad that you put me on timeout.
Eh.
Mike Savage, if you're lying to me, I'm gonna ban you. That's how serious I am, boy.
Dang, Mike. You better watch yourself before you wreck yourself.
He said, first of all, he called me my boy. They are out, my boy Mexes. You never call someone your boy and lie in the same sentence. That's my boy code.
You never lie.
Absolutely broken.
Alright, guys. That's it. I'm peacing out.
Wait, let's just see if they're new cars.
Yeah?
Let's figure it out. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my. Never mind. Still around left, I guess. Helvete. So much for going to sleep early.
I want to see you do that, ain't. Yo, Sphinx, get in, boy.
I already lost half of my freaking health.
Get in.
I don't know which fox you are.
Yes, you're in the right one.
Alright. Claus is sexy and hot. OMG, I'm a fangirl. Nice, Claus. Tell Mexis I'm sorry for this comment. Did you know that my family kills over 100 foxes a year so they don't eat our livestock?
Do you remember how I said, like, I'll ban you? Sphinx?
Yeah.
If he's lying, he's like, wait, I actually don't know if they're out. I'm just trying to raise the hype. Sure, boy. Help! Good job!
Dang.
One sticky bomb and we're out, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just didn't want to say it in chat in case they were like freaking hearing.
Anthony, sure you are, boy.
Hell yeah. Next victim.
No, stay in.
There's 3 of them. 2 of them here?
2 of them.
So careful. Need ammo. Damn,
Well,
already used it all.
F it, bro.
F it, man. You're gonna jump out and start.
Oh yeah, bro.
The other guy's up there.
Yo, freaking wrecked.
Yeah, dude, we're freaking taking him out. Oh god. Oh god, that's me right there.
No. Oh god, he took both of us out.
Oh god, I'm just freaking shooting the wall.
Yo, Brandon, cause I gotta be so Mex's boy. Yo, we'll figure it out. The odd one out.
Damn it! I had no ammo. Hey, what up, Flicky?
Dakota Turner, I appreciate the love so much. You're blessing me, bro, Dakota. You really, really are. Liz Gaming, if you're lying, I will make sure that I rip out your intestines and feed them to you.
Maybe Dave Ren. IDK, man. Alright, I'm gonna
King plays dope.
I'm gonna watch Claus. Let's see what he's up to. Change camera for Christ's sake. Claus has a helmet? What up with that? Swedish Inferno.
Brandon Teddy, you really are. We'll see, Mike. We'll see.
Передай привет Никите.
This is Liz. I don't want to die. We'll see, Aiden. We'll see. It should be. It should be.
Oops.
Donald Trump. I got my visa, bruh. Admin Gaming went to check. Alright, Admin Gaming, let me know. Let me know. Nicholas, if you're lying, I will make sure to ban you.
Did you just call
into
Nicholas
oblivion.
Nicholas?
Killar,
Nicholas.
jag kommer att lämna efter detta
Sounds
spel.
good, Admin Gaming.
My country is Dubai. Dubai is not a country, son. It's a city in the United Arab Emirates. Why do I know so much geography? I don't know, Samin.
England is my city.
Can we play... Australia's my city.
England is my city.
Australia's my city and the Gold Coast is my country, mate.
Yo, King Place, because I just wanted a fox, bruh.
Oh, was that a joke, Samin? My country is Dubai. Bye. Dubai is a town. I wouldn't say it's a town. I'd say it's a city. Yorkshire.
Yorkshire is my city.
Did you just call it Yorkshire? It's Yorkshire. Yorkshire's my city, mate.
Aim to Antonio, I want to see you do it, bruh. I want to see all 5'1", 120 pounds of pure solid mass do it, bruh. You keyboard warrior. Anthony, of course, little boy. North or south? South.
My house is in Sweden, nice.
Wiggling, go kill him. I'll check it out, Mike. I'll check it out. Akuya, I love you more.
Akuna Matata. You know Mo Vlogs. What do you mean by that, Samin?
Antonio, I want to see you, boy. Yo, Kiwi, there are going to be no more updates for the PS3 or Xbox 360 anymore. They stopped updating that a long time ago. Appreciate the love, Mike Savage. Maybe King Please is not on PS3. Of course it's not on PS3. It's never going to be on PS3. Yo, why is this guy running? Stop running for Pete's sake. Donald Trump, who? Donald Trump, who? Who are you? Mag, who? Digi, who are you?
BRB gonna take a shower.
I don't think so. New cars are not out. Oh, yep, new cars are not out. Like I said, if you guys haven't already, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get this to 400 likes, baby. 400 likes. Thank you, Dakota. Alexis, I appreciate it. The Bolt, today will be 3 weeks. Prank Nations, I appreciate the subscription. Frederick, I love you. Mike, of course you can. 400 likes or I will delete my channel.
Varför? Snid.
Varför snid? England is my city.
Why? It's late, GTA. Yeah.
Toxic G, I have no idea what you're talking about. Please clarify. Hector, I appreciate the love. Boy, Yorkshire is my continent. Alexis, you probably have your subs on private, but thank you for subscribing, my boy. Vortex Zach. Why would I roast someone that roasts themselves? Fire. Blah, blah. Fire. Blah. Yep, I'm guessing the car's not coming out today. That's 2 Tuesdays that Rockstar has bailed on us. Appreciate the love, the Bolt. 3 weeks, that's all.
Meister, not gonna lie, you're pretty good at Swedish. Thanks. My Google Translate skills are pretty good.
Flita. Jabla flip flop. Gaming Isaac, when did they say that the cars are out, boy? Donald Trump who? Little dwarf who? Davern, probably not. Probably not. Probably logging off. I'll log off at 400 subscribers. I'm 19 away. Get me there, baby. Alexis, I've got a PC and an Xbox One.
England is my city, says freaking. I can't believe how dumb that freaking line is. England is my city.
Yeah.
Just why? All you have to do is say country instead, you know? and we would be talking about that. Alright, guys. Why do you speak
we gotta
English?
go end it. We gotta go end it somewhere.
Okay.
400 likes, 34,400 subscribers. Whichever one comes first. Leave a like and subscribe. There better not be another one. Dakota, we probably will tomorrow. So, Sphinx, probably tomorrow we can stream Wildlands and GTA.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, gra. Helvete. Come on, guys, we're 9 likes away. Leave a like, subscribe. Cry next. I appreciate the subscription, boy. Oh, Mary Johnson. No, my boy. When is the next stream? Tomorrow, boy. Is there really another one?
Oh my god. Helvete.
Holy crap, bro. Alright, car technique. Sphinx.
Was that not it? I feel like we started a new one.
No, it said round 7.
Round 7. Jesus Christ. I already have 72 grand from this.
How much?
72. I'm just thinking.
What is this boy doing?
I'm gonna mess up his
God.
tires.
Helvete.
Helvete.
Come on, guys, subscribe.
Helvete.
Share this on Tinder, MySpace, Instagram, Bumble, ChristianMingle.com.
Dave, I thought it was ending soon, but
Yo, this guy is trolling me hardcore right now. Boyo Gonzalez, I appreciate the subscription, boy. You ready?
yeah. Here we go. I got my gun out. Oh god. These games take so freaking long. Helvete.
Right here, boy.
Oh, so it does translate pretty good. Good. Oh god. Shoot him.
Turtle.
How the hell did you let him do this to us? Oh,
We're good.
okay, we're good. Let me get back in. Helvete. Oh my god.
this guy is trolling so hardcore right now.
English? Alright, just for you, Rush. Just for you. Seriously, Samin, screw the heaters, man.
Anthony, I don't, little boy.
I hate the heaters, especially in summer. It's hot as hell right
you
now.
are, Anthony, little boy.
Is he that WWE pooping or something like that?
No. I'm 99% sure he's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you forgive use?
And I'm 99% sure that that random outburst
Yeah.
said it all. What time tomorrow? I'm not sure. Yo, if you want to know what time, go to my Facebook and follow it. I will update what time tomorrow. Cause it's subject to change, and I just died.
Helvete.
Hell.
Did he die? Oh, hell. Oh god, I'm by myself.
No.
Yeah, I think we lost this one.
Everyone is fat, please.
Why are there 7 freaking rounds? Are you sure it's at round 7?
Yeah.
Dave, you choose, man. Whatever you want to do, son. Jaguar.
Sorry, Alexis, cannot do that.
Thanks, Amin.
So Alexis wants me to make an Xbox One account, a new one.
Yeah.
Buy GTA 5, do game share, if I meet my sub goal.
Just so she can play?
Yeah.
Nice. Helvet. Oh god, it's me by myself now? No, I've got Roll Ray Gaming. Oh crap. Probably gonna get owned by this peasant.
Anthony, you ask one more time, I'm banning you.
Hell yeah. Took out this noob. Oh no, it's only 2v2? Hell yeah. We still have a chance. Hey, what up, Sway?
What up, Brian? What up, Marshall?
What was the Kanye West Sway thing?
How, Sway?
How Sway? Bro, do a full Swedish video. Helvete! I would only know how to use
Chill
like
Tony,
2 phrases.
How so, my boy? How so?
Chilled
Let me
Tony.
know.
Chilled
Chill
Tony. Oh, I thought he was related to Chilled Chaos. Hey guys,
Yeah.
police officer here. Ah, crap.
OG Assassin, I play GTA on PC, boy. I don't play Clash of Clans. New car's coming out. Now I'm hearing Friday.
How Sway? Sway, how Sway? What up? What an idiot. He basically killed himself. Okay, so
Ready, just don't ask for it.
I choose both, Dave.
Sounds good, Anthony.
Sphinx, I killed everyone where you were, and they're like kill claws everyone.
It's lit every single day, bro. Damn right.
Left 4 Dead. Where's McNugget? I don't want to get sniped.
Trill Tony, last
Oh,
2
let's
streams.
see.
Are you sure, boy?
Boy. Try.
I'm pretty sure my last stream was Left 4 Dead, and then the one before that was 100% research done, boy. Trill Tony, you gotta stop lying, boy. See you later, Anthony.
Why is Mexus streaming?
Yes, I am.
Do it for the raccoon. Nice, Nix.
Admin Gaming is check out Sphinx's video, Cars and Coffee.
Why?
I don't know. It's just Admin Gaming being Admin Gaming.
Helvete.
McJuggernuggets was killed by Psycho Dad. Left 4 Dead 2. What's your sub goal? The sky. At the moment, I have 34,383 subscribers. I mean, what's up, boy? Alex, what's up, boy?
Where the hood at?
Coming out today.
DMX.
Yo, what's up, Moonstalker?
Blah, blah, blah. What are you guys playing on? We're playing on Peasant Box 384.
Why is he running, bro?
Is this the same guy?
Yes, why is he not going towards you?
McNuggets. He's trying to like.
Holy crap. This German dude, I can't stand him.
Damn, dude, calling out Merkels.
Yes, bro. He
Damn it.
ruined his stream yesterday. And now he's doing this. Yesterday or 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Sounds good. I will not reply, gameplay lover. Norwegian. That stream ain't loading for me. Odd one out. That might just be you. Super Staying Blue Gods. I appreciate the subscription.
Don't call me. Do not call me like that, McNugget. I am not German. I'm pretty sure he's German. He had the German
Moonstalker,
flag.
And how do you know that? Kill him, boy. Kill him, boy, now.
Oh, damn it. I was typing. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Now, he's right on the other side of that wall. This is the lamest thing ever.
Oh, God.
Yo, Dakota, I love you, my boy. Thank you.
It's like freaking peekaboo.
Now. Go. 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Rush. Oh, who won?
I did.
You got it?
Yeah. Boom! Goes the headshot. That better be it. Boom.
Trill Tony, it's all good, my boy. Hey, Trill Tony, there's just one thing I can say to you. Thank you for the view. I appreciate it.
Hey, what up, Yellow?
I dislike.
Like. You freaking won that. Jesus, it is round 7. Helvete. Hey, I got number 2. Not bad. I still got more money than Radray for some reason. Same with you.
Okay, let's see. Did we win or lose? We
We won.
won, right?
I'm not German. I'm from Estonia. Nice.
Let's see. I'm closing GTA. I'm gonna open it, and we're gonna see if the new cars are in. I doubt it, but
Alright.
YOLO, right?
Yeah.
Sway Dice. My real name is Maxis, boy.
Did everyone back out? Sphinx, where did I learn so much Swedish? A friend.
Trill Tony, I love you, my boy.
Google.
Keep on giving me that viewer retainment shit, boy.
Viewer retainmentship?
Retainment shit.
Dude, Claus, you know that's fake, right? That's all silicone. Silicone. Silicone or
Mwah.
silicone? Mwah.
Mwah. Where you, Trill Tony?
Trill Tony? More like triggered Tony.
Honestly.
Please tell me you've watched season 3 of Rick and Morty. Okay. Rush. I don't know how to tell you this,
Kiwi, that would be insane, boy.
but I got your back from day one. Boom, boom, boom.
Love you more, Melanie.
Hello, when Sphinx is fine, my brother sings Sphinx tomorrow. Hey, Meister. Sander plays
Good,
Norse.
bro? I'm good, bro. The stream is lit. Chill, Tony, we're only on our way up, boy. Ain't nobody mad here. This is the most laid back stream on YouTube, boy.
Tack.
Yo, hey Sphinx, is Moonstalker a good mod?
Yeah, he stalks the
Dang,
moon, bro.
Moonstalker, he said no.
You can hear the frickin' stream, mate.
Okay, Sphinx, is he a good mod? No? No? Okay, there it is.
Yeah, he's not a good mod. He's an excellent mod. Woo!
Mike the Village, Brian, hello.
Wondering why Dave happens.
Kiwi, don't updates usually happen at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time?
Up.
What?
Fan just fell. Helvete.
Brian is... No, the...
Oh crap.
What?
Fan just fell. Helvete.
Brian is... No, the German. I gotta go to bed, boy. Wait, why was Moonstalker timed out by John Parks?
Who's John Parks?
One of my mods. I think there's some jealousy going. Trill Tony, did I ever ask you if you were successful?
By the way, I'm Sway Rival from a few streams
Real
back.
quick, Trill Tony, let me tell you something. I'm so happy you're successful. Keep on killing it, my boy. Go kill it. I want you to develop that software, baby.
Undar varför det är det var en TV.
Alright, boy.
Decker, that seems like gibberish. Man, I am lit crying for you saying that I'm a good mod. Thanks, bro. Moonstalker. Dude, I'm just waiting for you to check if the cars are out yet. Helvete.
There's nothing.
Nope. Alright.
Let's log off, yeah?
Yeah. I know to fix it.
You know where to go. Are you in my game?
Yeah. No.
Alright, join my game.
Alright. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Let me call Merriweather and we're gonna sign off right now. Trill Tony, you won, baby. You won it all, baby. Good night, Mike Savage. I love you with all my heart. John Parks is gonna eat all the chicken.
What your stream, Sphinx?
Are you in my game?
Yeah. You're on it, Meister.
Let's go sign off. This is a dope stream. 3 hours here.
3 hours
2
there.
hours Left 4 Dead.
I'm in your game, boy.
We're killing it. We're killing it.
Where are we meeting up?
Where we always meet up. You know where we meet up.
Alright. Claus. What is this game? This
Yo,
is
Tony, keep it up, baby.
This is Knack 2 on the PS10.
I thought we were playing on the Game Boy Color, boy.
That was yesterday, dude. Alright, screw it.
Oh, I forgot that GTA is now backwards compatible.
Yeah, read some creepypasta.
Hey,
Alright.
wiggling with the $1 donation.
Rush, check out this creepypasta, alright? It's gonna scare the crap out of you. Alright, check this out.
I love you more, wiggling.
It is 3:30 a.m. and I'm tired and I haven't fallen asleep. How crazy was that creepypasta? Oh! Javlatita, that was scary.
I'm gonna get GTA 5 for my B-Day, which is in 3 days. Ayo.
Claus, what's your
That's
Steam?
dope,
Mine's Sphinx. JK, it's Claus the Raccoon.
JK. Creepypasta, Lias video logs. Yo, they're never gonna forget about the Lias video logs.
Yeah. That'll be our freaking Shadow of Israel.
Yeah?
Do you know what that is?
Yeah. Yogscast.
Yeah, they never finished it.
Ever?
Ever.
Didn't he like show up like in the background of videos before though?
Yeah. But that was way back.
Yeah.
Claus, why did you...
He's real, bro.
Who?
The Shadow of Israel. Unfortunately, the cars are not out.
Helvete.
Rockstar gypped us twice on both Tuesdays.
I'm actually kind of happy that... Do you think that means all the cars are going to come out at once? 'Cause
Hopefully.
Screw waiting, like... You know.
Oh no.
Oops. I had a
Hey,
tour called...
Power Clan with a $2 donation, boy. Any idea on the drop? Okay.
I think that's one of the most Australian sentences.
No, people are saying it's gonna happen this Friday. But people are also saying it's gonna happen on July 4th. There's nothing confirmed. People were saying that it was gonna happen today. Just know that we're gonna be streaming it. We're gonna be out here. Yo, chill, Tony. I'm gonna have to call you Trigger Tony, boy.
I had a toy called
Something you
Claus.
can't let go.
It was a raccoon, yeah? Yeah, the yeah.
It was a raccoon, yeah?
Claus is a
Yo,
savage.
Brian, what's up, my boy?
I think it'll be too late, Dave, but whatever.
For what?
Screw it. He wants me to invite him so he can end it with us, but...
Yeah, we're ending it like now.
Yeah, like right now, man. Oh crap, I said join. No, I don't want to join. Helvete.
Let's end it.
Alright.
Chill, Tony. Mwah.
But don't say I didn't give you that freaking invite. I
Trigger
poop.
Tony. Apollo Clan just subscribed. I appreciate it, my boy.
Sphinx sing. Alright,
Can't.
check out this rap. Alright.
No, you can't.
I rock peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head. Bees on my head, but don't call me a bee head. Bruce Lee's on my head, but don't call me a Lee head. Now please excuse me, I got to get my
Love
trees
you,
fed.
What?
Pancake on my face makes me extra happy. I like shampoo bottles.
Stop,
That's it
stop.
on my lappy.
Stop. Spare me.
So yo, I gotta go. It's time for me to rock it. I put bologna in my left pocket. Smear some cream cheese in my gold locket.
Mwah.
Cause it's my show. I'm Mexis, the lame kid. Claus the raccoon. Yeah, the name Claus is pretty dope. I like it.
Are you here yet?
I'm here, dude. Oh god, please tell me we're in the same game. Oh yeah, we are. Okay.
Okay.
What do you mean? Are you here yet? Oh
was
my
waiting
god,
for
damn
you.
it! I went to the place where we start the game. Helvete.
We always end it here, boy.
Yeah. I got Bruce Lee's on my head.
Right, Akuya. Positivity is always good.
I like shampoo bottles. That's it on my lappy.
Nick, unfortunately, it didn't come out today.
But it's my show. You can't tell me what to do. What up, Doom Gaming? Why do you have 3 accounts, mate?
Tony's still going at it. I want everyone to give Trill Tony a big, nice
Mwah.
mwah. Everyone in the chat. Let's see if we can, turn his frown upside down.
Claus the Fox? No, dude. Don't do that. Why do they never frickin' answer?
Sway Dice told you. Sphinx?
What?
Sway Dice said I told Sphinx.
Who? He told me what?
Sway, I don't know. Just I told Sphinx.
Yeah, Sway.
Yeah.
I like shampoo bottles. That's it on my lappy. What up, Battlefield 1?
Shout out to GTA Customizer, boy. You ready?
That ain't.
I say this was successful as hell.
Hey, it's no problem, Gerard from the Philippines.
Yo, Brian Theodoric. What up, my bro?
Theodoric.
And I'm dead.
Frickin' Wolf, man. Unsubbed from him. I'm gonna unsub.
Max, I'm coming. OMG. Sorry.
Alright, David, you might actually be able to put on Miza Arroyo on high music on the drop.
Not today, Gareth. Not today.
I will, Dave. I got shampoo bottles. That's it on my lappy. Or is it pancake? Pancake on my face makes me extra happy.
Here?
No, dude.
Are you here?
I can see the tip. Just the tip.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I was making the joke, dude. Helvete.
No. Wait. 4.
Jard with his anime references. That rocket bike reminds me of
The beat is fire.
Kamen Rider Forose. Wait for Sphinx.
Ghost Killer, I love my logo.
Wait, how did Wolf kill you?
His helicopter exploded. Apollo Clan with RIP the GTA community. I know. Unfortunately.
Poon case.
What do you mean, Moonstalker?
Cause
Yeah,
it's
the
my
cars
stream.
are being washed right now. That's why they're not here yet.
Cause it's my.
Are you gonna end stream, bro? Yeah, I'm ending the stream right now.
It's my freaking stream, bro. You can't tell me what to do.
Are you here yet?
I'm going.
Hurry, boy.
I'm going. Helvete. It's hard with my freaking pinky. This is all pinky action right now. Oh, damn it. That would have been so freaking smooth. Helvete. Get on, get on, get on. Don't fall.
That's what I thought, ATC.
No! Oppressor. No, 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 no. Damn it. Javla fita. Damn it. Crap.
Where you at?
At the bottom of the freaking.
Oh, and we just died.
Who?
I don't know. Someone just killed us all.
How can I be of service? I think we can do that.
What about Doom Gaming, man?
You're supposed to be here, boy. What about Doom Gaming?
He's like, I only have one account. Rip. Rip my freaking oppressor. Javla Fita. Sweden is back. Sweden never left, Solder. Sweden never left.
Sway Dice. Hopefully, Sway Dice.
Is that the same Sway?
Yeah.
How, Sway? How?
How, Sway? How?
Freaking Kanye. Ozzy is back. Ozzy got back. Can I get a shout out? You can get a shout down. Shout down to Battlefield 1 Master. Ozzy is back and ready. Don't fall.
Moonstalker, you better stop talking ish before I... That's it.
Not the Moonstalker.
Yo, you made a mistake, bro. Let me just put it that way.
Wait. Why is...
Luis, stop arguing. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Did I not say that this stream, Sphinx?
What?
That
Yeah.
Luis argues back when he wastes his time with irrelevant people.
Right. Can I get food? Says Claus. Claus, wait 5 minutes, son.
Luis, stop. You're setting a horrible example, dude.
And I'll get you the dopest raccoon food.
What lags, Ghost Killer?
Just,
I love you, Deadpool.
Claus is like, just unmod Luis. Alright, I'm up here, peasant. Where you at?
Yeah, but John Parks, do you really need to stand up for yourself with haters? The amount of haters there are on YouTube, there's no recent John Parks. That's the thing. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Ghost Killer, I think that might be your internet.
Solder
Play dice.
brother.
Exactly, but bro. That's all you can do.
Lord Ebstromen.
Larebströmmen.
Lord Ebstromen. Oh wait, that's frickin'. That's my Norwegian translator. Sorry, guys.
Come on, no, no, no! Oh my god. Get up. Oh, thank god.
Yeah, that's how Claus got mod. Alright, can we end this?
I mean, I'm trying to get up. I'm stuck.
Oh god, why did I do that? Ripperino.
Alright, where you at?
Moonstalker's angry. He's like, does that Luis know to joke in any freaking way? He has no sense of humor. Nice.
Just let it go.
Just like Elsa said.
Ghost Killer, on my end, everything's perfect.
What the? Javla fita. I'll just kick my bike, whatever. Dang, nah. Now you trying to make a joke cause you see he don't like you. I don't want to go, but I bite you. Dang, that was retracted AF, Luis. You didn't take Mexus's advice, son.
You ready? Okay, no, you're not.
I support North K, says Claus. Guys, just everyone try to be more like Claus. He's honestly doesn't give a crap about anything.
Let it go. Let it go.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Really? I feel like I'm the only person on planet Earth that hasn't seen.
Probably.
Yeah.
Come on, boy.
Yeah, be chill, says Claus. Ah!
Oh my god, you suck, boy.
Javla
Let me drive
fita.
your bike real quick. Let me drive it.
No, drive that bike.
That's how bad you are.
Drive that turd that's in my way.
Go all the way to the back. And you want to go off this little ramp right here. There you go. Alright, let's end it off, boy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think this was once again another pretty successful stream. Sphinx ain't over here. Oh god. Why, bro?
He was attacking me.
Alright, can you come over here?
Yeah.
You gotta be in the shot, boy. Like I said, once again, another pretty successful stream. We can never go wrong when I have such a strong family with us. Oh no, this officially ends 3 weeks of YouTube. 3 weeks of YouTube, and we've gotten almost 35,000 subscribers, which I find insane. You know, like Right there, Sphinx. Do that again. Insane. Kind of like that bike exploding right there, you know?
Claws.
Like, insane. All I want to say is that I love you guys. I'm going to be back here tomorrow and the day after and the day after because the grind don't stop, okay? You guys are beautiful. You guys are absolutely just a killer family. And we are going to do work. We're out here, okay? Remember that. We're out here. See you later, guys. Peace.
Peace out, guys.